Giant fans, what's going on, Baddog?
What is going on, everybody? How's everybody doing tonight, man? Good to see everybody. Got a lot of people in the house already, so thank you guys so much for that. Always do appreciate it very much.
We are less than 48 hours away from day one of the NFL draft.
About this time, 48 hours from now, we'll be making our first pick.
Yeah, and well, you don't know. Maybe we trade down, Baddog. Maybe it's 49 hours from now.
Right. Well, we'll be on the clock, I should say. We'll be on the clock. Man. Let's say hello to AV Sports, Harrison Jolly, Eric Garrison, Joel Yaddo, Bot Snowman, Waterfly, Shane Kowalski, Clocks is in the house, Peter Biscardi, Eric Garrison, Sports Expert, Afghanistan, Jordan Velasquez, Alex Kuzniar, New York Sports Hub, Luke Baker, Jersey, Joey Benjamin, Win, my man. Says Jarrett Rams trade Goff and his dumb ass to the Texans for 6 first mid picks. That's about right. DieHardGiantsFan fans in the house. Bradley, what's going on, everybody? Thank you guys for being here. KP is here, of course. So Andrew Boyle, Ryan D, Sean Torres, Peter Turner, Tyler Haynes, Mike Marina. Thank you all so much for being here.
We are locked and loaded.
We are indeed. Bang that thumbs up, guys. Bang that thumbs up. We got 43. We got 89 people in here. So smash that thumbs up. Smash the thumbs up for the draft, baby. Let's go.
Our best in here. I see Goats, Clocks is in here, rather. I saw Big Daddy's in here. Royals in here. Thank you to everybody for being here. We appreciate it.
Yes.
We're going to be on this channel for night one. We'll be on mine for the following 2 nights, and we'll both be live coming up to the draft. So we appreciate everybody for supporting the channel. And obviously the big question on everybody's mind, and you're starting to hear the quotes. I'm going to have a video on it tomorrow, but I'll start to preview it a little bit. The odds have started to come out, and the late money is going on Jedrick Wills. His odds in Vegas have gone from plus 800 to minus 200. It has been a dramatic shift in the last 48 hours on Jedrick Wills.
That
super chat.
It did not show up here. Am I delayed on this? Well, I'm using the new studio, and I did see it pop up on that side, but I did not. Who sent it to me? Am I delayed here?
And we got time, and then you got one of those spinning. You already got a spinning one.
Oh God. Okay, so. Why is this not showing up over here? All right, there it goes. I'm sorry. I'm really, really delayed. ENA, we got time. Thank you for the super chat, my man. Brilly says, my favorite YouTube show is finally back. We appreciate that. This is our favorite YouTube show as well. Now, what I'm going to say, I haven't seen the spinning chair yet. So this is what I'm going to say about the spinning chair. I really want to look at my phone because I don't want to. These are going to be so delayed on this thing. I actually don't like the way this works right now. There it is. So Benjamin Wynn, this is what I'm going to do. Okay, because this is a live show, and I'm working with Chris, and we want to address the chat and talk about the Giants. However many of those I get, if that's the only one I get, at the end of the stream, I will pay them all off. If it's 1, I'll spin once. If it's 21, I'll spin 21 times. If it's 51, I'll spin 51 times. I promise you I will pay them off at the end of the stream. Promise you guys. But I just don't want to do it in the middle of everything. But thank you so much for the super sticker, Benjamin. You're the man. Brilly, my good man. So there you go. I will spin around at the end of the, like I said, if it's 50 of them, you'll get me spinning around 50 times. I'll throw up.
Hopefully not. Hopefully not. You're not even drinking. Well, no, you are having a beer. You are having a beer, so maybe you will throw up. And somebody said I got an echo. How can you stop the echo? Sabrina says I have an echo also. A couple of people said I got an echo.
I don't know. Again, man, I really don't know what is going on with this. This is the first time I've had to use this OBS or the new YouTube studio, so I really don't know, guys. I'm sorry about that if there's an echo. I don't know what the deal is. I honestly don't.
All right. Well, we're sorry if there's an echo, guys. I apologize about that, and I'm sure you'll see that super chat as well in a second. But yeah, so we're getting closer to the day. Like I said, the late money is going on Jedrick Wills. Where do you think we're going to go with Wills? Do you think we're going to trade down? Do you think we're going with Tristan Wirfs? Do you think we're going with Isaiah Simmons?
I honestly think we're going with Tristan Wirfs. This is the guy that I first mocked. And King Trizzy, thank you for the super chat, my man. Brilly. Really appreciate the buddy. He says, stand up. I missed you guys dearly. How you been? G-Man. Good to see you, King Trizzy. Hope you're staying safe wherever you may be. Hope everybody out there is staying safe, obviously. So, I do. I think it's still Tristan Wirfs. They've spent a lot of time with Tristan Wirfs, and this was the first guy that I thought they were going to go with as far as mock goes. I do think that they will attempt to trade back. I hope they do. I hope we can. But at this point, Chris, I am sold that we're going offensive line, that we're not going Isaiah Simmons. I just have that feeling that they're going to address the tackle spot, which they need to do. So I just have a feeling that's coming. I hope it is Jedrick Wills. This is my favorite tackle in the draft. I really want him. But if we trade back and to 9, and you and I have discussed this, and you put it in your mock draft actually today, that we're going to get Ngakoue. And I feel the same way. I feel like there's a big trade coming up, and we're going to end up with Ngakoue. I don't know what the picks are going to be. Maybe we get 9 Ngakoue in switch third-round picks. We get their 79th, they get our 99th, something like that. And then if we're picking 9th, I think Tristan Wirfs would be the guy that's there because I think Jedrick Wills is going to the Cardinals at 8. So that's kind of where I am as far as what the Giants will do, and it wouldn't hurt my feelings if we went that way. I can tell you that.
Yeah, I think at 9 they're interchangeable. It's just a matter of preference. I think that I personally think the Cardinals' offense fits better with Jedrick Wills, with Tristan Wirfs rather. But they're interchangeable. I agree with you. That's 1 and 2. I don't even think they're considering Andrew Thomas at this point in time. I've heard nothing about Andrew Thomas. The Vegas odds say Andrew Thomas is like 26-1.
Yep.
Right now, Jedrick Wills is the overwhelming favorite. Tristan Wirfs is 2nd, and Isaiah Simmons is a 3rd.
Yep.
Now, if you go by that, the late money last year came in on Daniel Jones. I didn't follow it last year, but the day of the draft, it came in on Daniel Jones. So I'll follow that the day of the draft. But right now, the momentum is with Wills.
Yeah. Benjamin Winman, thank you for the super chat, brother. I appreciate it. Brilly. He says, I'll hold you accountable for the chair spinning action. I want defensive tackle from Auburn at number 4 and maybe Blankenship to the Giants, and they'll go 19-0. Obviously a troll job. I'm a man of my word, Benjamin. I will pay off those spins. Trust me when I tell you. I will pay off my debts. I always do. So trust me, a man of my word. I told you, no matter how many it is, I will spin it around. We will. But thank you for the super chat, man. I really do appreciate it. And Harrison Jolly, man, thank you for the super chat, my man. I appreciate it so much, brother. Brilly from New Zealand. Unnamed NFL source just said Wills is the favorite on his live stream. He also said Derek Brown is out of play. Let's go. Love these streams. So thank you, Harrison Jolly. We love you. All the way from New Zealand, hanging out with us.
Yeah. He's awesome. One of my best subscribers. Thank you for being here, Harrison. But as far as, the late money is on Wills. He reported that today. I know a lot of people follow him on Twitter. They say he was right the last 2 years about the draft. He said it's going to be Wills. A lot of people are pointing to Wills. So I saw somebody in the chat just say that they interviewed Austin Jackson, and they did. Mm-hmm. And Austin Jackson is a second-round prospect, but I could say the same thing about all the linebackers they've interviewed. They've interviewed every linebacker under the sun.
Yes, they have.
That's going to be a second-round, third-round, fourth. I don't read anything into that. I still think Simmons is definitely possible, but and maybe they're taking these guys based on the assumption they could trade down. We're not going to know until draft time.
Yep. Yeah, this is true. And again, I think Simmons is out of play. And again, I'm not going to be mad at this. I'm just happy that we need the linemen. So that's fine with me. Jeff McKinney, thank you for the super chat, brother. Brilly, my good man. To our super chat, he says, does Dave Gettleman's gold jacket talk equal Simmons or left tackle? It's a great question. We're going to find out in 48 hours, Jeff. I do think we're going left tackle, though. I really do. By the way, real quick, 284 people in here, 120 likes. Come on, guys, girls. Smash that thumbs up button and do me a favor. If you happen to be new to this channel, man, please subscribe, ring the bell. More importantly, go into the description. Sub up my man, the Entertainer Talking Sports. Sub him up. If one of my moderators could put the channel link in the chat, that seems to work better. But we will be doing the draft all 3 days together. First night is going to be on this channel. The next 2 nights will be on Chris's, or the next night and then in the afternoon, it'll be on Chris's channel. We do this show every week. So again, thank you all for being here. Really do appreciate it. And you guys' support on these are amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. And before you get to Kid Blues, I just want to, as far as the gold jacket goes, I gave my thoughts on that today. Everybody's going to, and I'm not saying it could be Simmons. It could be. First off, he didn't say anybody's a gold jacket prospect. 2018, He definitively said Saquon Barkley's a gold jacket prospect. Just the phrase a gold jacket, I think everybody just automatically thinks the flashy player, the guy that's on most. You don't know what they think. For all we know, they think Jedrick Wills is an elite tackle prospect. You don't know.
Right, like Jonathan Ogden.
Yeah, there's no way we could know what they think. You could listen to what experts are telling you, but Dave Gettleman is not one of those people. Joe Judge is not one of those people. We don't know. Yeah, so don't read anything into the gold jacket talk unless it comes out of the mouth of Dave Gettleman. He has not said that.
Right. Don't read anything into anything right now. Kid Blue Man, thank you for the super chat, brother. Brilly, my good man. He's $2 super chat. He says, so pumped for the draft. Tackle might be the move. I do. I think we're going tackle. And I definitely think that is, like I said, I'm not going to be upset at this. At this point, I'm relegated to, hey, man, if it's Simmons, I love it. If it's, there's Isaiah Simmons right there. Brilly, my good man. Thank you so much for the super chat. He says, though as A-Rod Mets' new owner. Thoughts on A-Rod as Mets' new owner?
Yeah, as far as I know, it's not official yet. I think it's going through, though, from everything I read. I mean, at the end of the day, people have asked me that before. Anybody but the Wilpons. I mean, my God. And A-Rod at least grew up a Met fan. He's got passion for the team. I think it's exciting, man. You got a young owner, a guy that knows the sport. He's very intelligent. He does great with the play-by-play. Yeah, I think it's an exciting time to be a Met fan to get a new owner. I like it. I definitely like it.
A-Rod just doing what Jeter did? Is that pretty much what it is there?
Yeah, I guess. But only Jeter, I guess, wasn't a Marlin fan, but yeah.
Oh, man. L.A. Garola, man, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it, brother. Brilly, my good man. He says, we'll be happy with either Simmons or Wills. Same here. But I think best case scenario is trade down because we desperately need both to shore up the O-line and get a difference maker on defense. We're in complete agreement on that. I think everybody in the chat wants us to trade back, get extra picks, and go linemen. I think that's the smart thing to do. As much as I love the flashy Isaiah Simmons, like I said, I am fine with getting Jedrick Wills and getting an extra pick, or getting, Tristan Wirfs and getting extra pick. I'm fine with it. I will be happy if they do that. And real quick, Zion Zenith, new member. Welcome to the Big Blue Wrecking Crew, buddy. Brilly, man. Thank you so much for becoming a member. I appreciate it, my man. Thank you so much. And I think he just upgraded it, if I'm not mistaken, because I see him on there twice. He did. And then Jordan Velasquez, man, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it, brother. Brilly says, glad I found your channel. Helps me connect to Giants fans as a lonely Giants fan here in Cincy. We appreciate that, Jordan. We were glad we could be here for you. Thank you for being here for us, man. We really do appreciate it.
Yeah, no, it's great to get to meet, people that aren't from New York that I would never get to talk New York Giants football with. That's part of the thing that's great about being on YouTube. So that's awesome. Thank you for supporting both of our channels. We really
do appreciate. This is so awesome. It is, because we do get to connect with everybody. And then you got a guy like Johnny, the Phillies ace, man. Thank you so much for the super chat. Stella! Brilly. He says, Stella and stand-up Bad Dog and the Entertainer, you guys would be amazing doing an all-Eagles stream. Love y'all. Chris, show the chest hair to the girls.
Oh, not tonight. Not tonight. Maybe another night. Maybe in a nonsense stream. Not tonight, buddy.
But that's what I'm saying. Even Eagles fans are here. And that's the great thing about it is it's just fans from all over. We got great Eagles fans in here, Cowboys fans, Redskins fans. It's awesome. The sports community on YouTube is fantastic. I mean, I love it. It's just so much fun, man. And, we like to needle each other, but at the end of the day, it's awesome. And Belly81 and Zion, thank you for the $2 super chats, guys. Really appreciate it. Trade with the Jags for Yannick Belly. I think that's going to happen. And Zion Zenith says you guys are the best. We really appreciate it. What are your thoughts on, let me ask you this, Chris.
Yeah.
What is your dream scenario? And Larry McAdam, Brilly, thank you for upgrading your membership as one of the Big Blue Wrecking Crew, man. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. What is your dream scenario, Chris, as far as this goes?
My dream scenario is the mock I did today, and I think it's possible. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I don't want anybody to think I'm predicting that to happen, but I wanted to do a mock where the Giants traded down, and I looked at the landscape and I said to myself, you got the Chargers, you got the Dolphins, you got the Jaguars. I don't think the Giants are dropping outside the top 10, especially knowing Gettleman's philosophy. He wants to make sure he gets a good player. I don't see him falling further than 9. So
right.
I said to myself, I don't think Miami's trading up. I don't think Miami's going to trade up for Tua. So that leaves me with the Chargers and the Jaguars. The Jaguars have a need to get rid of Yannick Ngakoue. They got to get rid of him.
They do. Yep, they do.
They got a situation here with the Giants, a team looking to trade down. They could trade up, get a supreme talent like Jeff Okudah if the Lions trade down, say, to 5, or Isaiah Simmons, who's ever there, get a top-tier defensive player, get rid of the Yannick contract, get rid of the headache, keep your 20th pick. You could still get, a guy like Caleb on Chase on there, and I think you'd have to give up a little more draft capital, like I said in my mock, like you said, 73. The Giants would get 73. They basically get back that pick that they lost with the Leonard Williams trade. So I think that is my dream scenario. You get your pass rusher, even though he's not my ideal, paying him $20 million. You get him, you fill a hole. He's only 25. You take the top tackle in the draft or second tackle in the draft. you get that extra pick where you could take your center, your safety, whatever you elect to do. You fill in an extra hole, maybe even a wide receiver at 73. So that's my dream scenario, what I did today. And I think it's realistic. I do. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I think it's realistic.
I do too. I think it's very realistic there to make that trade. Let me just get to some of these super chats. You guys have been phenomenal, man. Thank you so much. But smash that like button, guy. Got 344 people, 167 likes. We got to bang that thumbs up. Let's get to 200 likes, guys. Let's do it. Isaiah Simmons, thank you for the super chat. Brilly, my good man. He says, I want to trade with the Jags or Simmons. That's kind of where I am. I'm kind of in the same boat. I'm going to have to do this differently. I'm going to have to look at my phone for this because the way this is delayed, man, it's just not good. And hold on one second.
I'm going to answer a non-super chat real quick. Somebody says, how do you afford Yannick? Okay, right now the Giants have about 15, 16 million in cap, but the way it'll work, first off, you can extend Leonard Williams. Leonard Williams right now making $17 million on the franchise tag. You could work out a 4-year extension. You could backload the money on Kevin Zeitler. Zeitler only has $2 million in dead cap it next year. You could restructure the contract to free up more salary this year, or you could rescind the tag on Williams. There is ways to work around the money to make the deal work. The Giants would be able to make it work. I have no doubt about that.
All right, here we go. So, L.A. Garola, man, thank you for the $10 super chat, brother. Brilly, I really appreciate that. He says, well, I'm not as desperate as Fisk is about it. I do think we need to address the receiving core probably in the 3rd round. Shepard is a concussion away to be Austin Collie, Tate on the back 9. Agreed with that. OneGiantRebuttal, man, thank you so much for the super chat, brother. Brilly, my good man. He says the 23rd needs to be here now. Trade down. I pray Gettleman can work a deal. Swamp Thing Tainah is back, I see. Regardless, guys, enjoyed last Friday. Brilly. She is a giant. LOL, how funny. Well, I can't wait to do that again, OneGiantRebuttal. That was an awesome stream, and we will definitely do that again. Right after, a couple weeks after the draft. It'll be awesome. Sarah Small, Brilly, my lady, thank you so much for upgrading your membership. I really do appreciate that so much. That means the world to me. So thank you guys for supporting the channel. And I know I missed some other ones because they disappeared. So let me find these things. I don't like this new.
I'll read them to you. I'll read the ones you missed. You got
Wax. I see.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go ahead. Actually, you missed the super sticker by Larry McFadden. It was a fist bump.
It was okay. With a fist bump.
Yeah.
Fist bump. Lax 044, thank you so much for the super chat. My man Brilly says, hey, Tainah, Baddog and Tainah, saw your video earlier, Baddog, about a possible Ingram trade to the Packers. Do you think there's still a chance it could happen? Well, they do need, they do need that. I mean, you're going to go with whatever his name is, Stoneburner. What is his name? The Packers tight end. They lost Jimmy Graham.
Yeah, well, the Packers could definitely draft the tight end. I actually had the Packers drafted a tight end in the 2nd round with Cole Kmet. But, yeah, if there was a team that might be interested in him, yeah, they definitely need more offensive firepower. Yeah, I mean, the 49ers have been the team that's been rumored. But, yeah, the Packers make sense. You're trying to help Aaron Rodgers at the end of his career. It's a slim tight end draft.
Yep.
Could make sense. It could be a fit if they don't get a guy like Cole Kmet.
And if but they wouldn't have to give up a 2nd round pick, so they could go somewhere else. If they want to give up a 3rd and a 5th. Benjamin Wynn, thank you for the super chat, brother. Brilly, $2 super chat. He says Gronk to Tampa Bay. The guy in the thumbnail seems happy. He should be. What else I missed? I saw Al Batts. Where is that one? Al Batts, thank you so much for the super chat, man. Brilly. Trade down Kumbaya with OT. OT at 4. See you 2 in Dallas. I wish.
That's right. No. We made a bet. If we go OT at 4, he's got to buy me tickets to a game.
Oh, that's right. Gotcha. Did I miss any more, Chris? I think I should be caught up.
You just got a new one. But it's said to me by Johnny. Says $2 donation by Johnny. Says, hey Chris.
I got it now.
Oh, okay. Yep. Go ahead.
Brilly. Well, he asked me this question the other night. But I know your answer is going to be tough. Me, that was an easy answer. Chris, Who do you hate more, Phillies or Eagles?
I'm going to be honest, man. I hate them both a lot. But I would go with the Eagles. I think the Eagles have caused me more heartache than the Phillies have. Now, the Phillies definitely caused me heartache for a 4-year stretch or so when you had Rollins, when you had Howard. But the Eagles have given me like 15 years of heartache. So I think I would go with the Eagles.
Manifesto Insurance, I believe that is, or INS. Brilly. Appreciate he says, what is Brilly and bends the knees? Okay, well, Brilly is this. So normally you had the Bud Light commercial. It was Dilly, right? Everybody knows Dilly from Bud Light. Well, when we were watching the Cowboys and Giants game the one night, I found out that Jason Garrett's wife's name was Brill. So I changed it from Dilly to Brilly, And who would have ever thought Jason Garrett would be part of our coaching staff? So that is what Brilly is. You can tell him what bends the knees is.
As far as bends the knees goes, during we don't have it right now, but I usually do the playoff basketball play-by-play like Baddog does for the Lakers. And jokingly one day, it was a Game of Thrones reference when the guy was on the free throw line. I just said, and he takes the ball, bends the knees. And everybody seemed to love it. So every time somebody took a free throw, I would say bends the knees. So that's all it is.
Very, very, very nice. We got a good crowd in here, guys. We got 381 people in here. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. Again, if you're new, if you happen to stumble in here, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button to this channel, ring the bell, and make sure that you go into the description, click on the link to my man, the Entertainer Talking Sports, sub him up. We will be doing all 3 days of the draft. The first night will be on this channel. We'll be doing it together. Day 2 and day 3 will be on the Entertainers channel. We do this show every week. We alternate channels, so please sub up both channels, ring the bell, and thank you all for being here. I really do appreciate it.
You got it. And you got another one there from Manny?
Yep.
Go ahead.
It should be coming soon now. It's, I think. Maybe not.
Manny, it's a $2 donation from Manny. Just said genius.
Yeah, I just got it.
Okay.
I wouldn't go that far, Manny, but I appreciate the super chat. Brilly, my good man. And ENA, we got time, man. Brilly to you, sir. I'd love Dak to sit out this year, easy 2 dubs. Yeah, it'd be great if he sat out and then they paid him $40 million. That would be perfect.
Yeah, I would love it if Dak sat out. It's not going to happen. Dak's going to get his 33. He's going to play. I think he'd be foolish to turn down $33 million in franchise tag, but anything's possible.
This is true. Well, another thing you guys got to do on draft night for us is share our live stream every place. If you have Discord, share it. If you have Instagram, share it. Just share it. Let's see how big we can make the thing. Blow it up! Let's do it. DJ Smooth, thank you for the super chat, brother. Brilly. Chris, Baddog, we need a wide receiver. Please get one. I think we can get one later in the draft. I don't want to go earlier in the 3rd round or earlier than the 4th round. I really don't. I think there's more pressing needs, but I get the need for a wide receiver.
I'll tell you what, man. I did a lot of research on the wide receiver for my final mock draft. If he's there in the 4th round and we're going to take a wide receiver, Donovan Peoples-Jones, I think, is right up Joe Judge's alley. The guy's got such upside. He fits the height requirement. He fits the athletic requirement. He's fast. Keep your eye on Donovan Peoples-Jones if we're going wide receiver in the 4th. That's my prediction if we go in the 4th. I don't think he gets to the 5th.
Out of Michigan.
Out of Michigan, yeah.
I'm a big Gabriel Davis guy myself out of UCF. I really like him. Same thing. He's fast. He's tall. Athletic. I mean, that's my guy in the 4th round. Again, if we're going later, I like Colin Johnson. That's another guy, or John Hightower, even though he's not really tall, but I like Colin Johnson at 6'6". Myself, my man Gordon Gecko, Double G, Brilly. Thank you for the $5 super chases. What's up, boys? I'm pumped for the draft, but it bothers me so much we have the 4th pick. That has the same value as the 12th pick. Trade back for anything. Completely agree. The 4th pick is rough this year. Yeah, it's rough.
Yeah, I agree. It's the pick that I'd much rather be where the Jets are picked, like not the 9, 10, 11 area. Alex, I saw it got blocked because you wrote it 100 times, but that's been the wide receiver I've been calling for in the 5th round for months. I love Isaiah Hodgins in the 5th. Yep. Not take him in the 4th. In the 5th, if you can get him, I love him.
Yeah, it is. That's a name that I've heard. I've heard a lot of that. So obviously that's big time. But where do you? I mean. So what? I know that you've mentioned the Giants really like Matt Hennessy, and that they're definitely talking about taking him in the 2nd round. Is there a possibility we could? I mean, we talked about this. I mentioned this when you were live streaming in the chat, but definitely it would be great if we could trade back in the 2nd round. Do you have any idea who we could trade with?
I mentioned in my video. I think the Bears could make sense. They have 2 second-round picks. Somewhere in the mid. You don't want to fall too far back because you want to make sure you get them. Somewhere in the 50, 52 area, somewhere in there. That's where, but the Bears were the team that stuck out to me because they picked 43 and 50. So maybe get one of those 2 picks, and future assets, whatever it may be. The problem is they don't pick again until the 5th round. So when I looked at that, I was like, I don't know. But I didn't, to be honest, I'm not 100% sure. But I do definitely think that Hennessy is getting a lot of late buzz to the New York Giants. And I don't know if he's definitely not reaching 99. So if they don't take him at 36, if they don't trade down, they're not getting him, in my opinion. So that's why I think if they can't find a partner, or if they couldn't have accrued more assets from a 1st-round trade down, there's a chance they reach on him at 36.
Yeah, well, that's a big reach. I'd be a little bit worried about that. I'd rather have Cushenberry at 36 myself. DJ Smooth, thank you for the super chat, brother. Brilly says, would you hate the trade down for Thomas and Judy? Absolutely not. I said if we traded with the Raiders and got 12 and 19, you give me one of those receivers in the first round. I don't, because none of the top tackles are going to be there. So give me Judy, Lamb, or Ruggs. Seriously, I'm fine with that at 12 because I don't know where else you go. It's too early to reach for what edge rusher is there at 12 that's any good?
Well, you go with Caleb on Chase on.
But 12, you might be able to get him in 19. You know what I mean?
Maybe. Yeah, so, you could. I would. That's the one scenario I've said time and time again. Depending on who's there, if one of the top 3 tackles are there, I'm taking the tackle. If Andrew Thomas is there, I'm taking Andrew Thomas. But if the 3 tackles that we like are off, they still may go Becton as well. I could definitely see the Giants liking Becton even after what's happened.
Right.
But if the 4 tackles are gone there, which they may or may not be, I could definitely see them looking wide receiver with that pick. I agree. You could go Judy or Lamb at 12. And if not, at 19, if you go tackle first, if one of them slips to 19, they could take them there.
Right. Richie Rich, thank you for the $5 super chat, brother. Brilly says, boom! Draft jitters setting in. I need some damn sports yesterday. Guys, think about doing a podcast. It'd be awesome. We have thought about it.
Maybe we'll do that in the off season. Obviously, it wouldn't be live. You can't really do a podcast live because
right.
But maybe we'll start doing that after the draft. We'll figure it out. We'll come up with some things to talk about. Yeah,
that'd be awesome. Kid Blue, thank you for the super chat, brother. Brilly. By the way, he's got a great channel, and unfortunately, you can't click on the 3 dots and go to his channel anymore. But he's been part of the Giants Roundtable, as is OGR Sports. If OGR Sports is still in here, they were a big part of the roundtable. So go over there, show him some love. He has a great channel over there, and he says, "I like center Nick Harris at 110, sleeper guy to me."
I like Nick Harris as well. A lot of people. One of my subscribers really loves him. Who was it? Forgot who it was. There's a couple of my subscribers that have told me that they love Nick Harris. I think 110 is exactly where he would go if the Giants are going to take him. It's a guy you want to keep your eye on. Tyler Biadasz would probably go 99 if we're going to take him. And if not, Nick Harris at 110 could be a target for the Giants if they're going center. I agree. I don't mind Harris. He's probably 5th in the class right now by most people's standards at center.
Just read a quick question from Gordon Gecko. He said, does Dave Gettleman know how to use the internet? Guys, he's trolling. He's trolling.
There was an article that came out, Baddog, I think it was like a week ago. Dave Gettleman has already done a virtual draft. He was at his son's, I think, graduation in 2014. He did the whole draft from, his laptop. He's done this before.
Right.
He's playing the media for a fool.
He is. He does that a lot. I think he screws with the media on purpose. Yeah. I really do. L.A. Lou, man, thank you so much for the super chat, brother. I appreciate it, man. Brilly, my man, a $10 super chat. And he says, I hate this thing. He says, come on. Because it's going off my screen on me. And then I got to click on it there. He says, hello, my 2 bros. I'm going to hang for about 30 minutes. Then I'm hitting a pillow. I'm almost ready for Thursday. Just got to shampoo my carpet. I like Hennessy, too. Let him develop behind Austin Blythe for a year.
He's talking about for his team, I'm assuming.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a big Hennessy guy. I wouldn't have him ranked, as the second best center, but I do think the Giants might. So keep your eye on him for the Giants at 36. If not, they trade down.
And Andrew Christopher, thank you for the $2 super chat, brother. Brilly. Hi to you. Hello.
Yeah, that's his infamous.
It is.
Andrew Christopher, one of my best. He always greets me in the comments. He just says,
"Same here. I get the same thing." But I know L.A. Lou's a big fan of Jonathan Taylor at 52, and I do think he'll be there for the Rams in the second round. I do think that they can get there. Zion Zena, thank you for the super chat, brother. Brilly, a $2 super chat. He says, I could be your Jamie for podcast. LOL. JRE producer. I don't know what Jamie.
He wrote something. We could talk off YouTube. I don't know what you mean by that. Talk to me on Twitter. I don't know what you mean by that.
Chris, I'd be down for a weekly podcast, whatever. I'd be down with that.
Yeah, for sure. Always something different, different kind of content. Absolutely.
It is.
Thoughts on Delpit? I still like Delpit. It seems like Delpit's fallen down Mox a little bit. I don't know if he's the type of safety the Giants would be looking for, though. That's why I didn't have him mocked to the Giants at 36 in my last mock draft. I went with Winfield because he's more of a center fielder, free safety type player, which I think what the Giants would be looking for. But I definitely like Delpit.
Yeah, Delpit's fallen down a little bit for me. I feel like he got lazy last year, and it kind of reminds me of what happened with Clowney his junior year at South Carolina, where he just kind of, I don't know, he's like playing scared. And I felt like Delpit was much better in 2018 than he was in 2019. So I don't know, but I still like Delpit. I still think he's my third choice of safety. I like Winfield first, Jeremy Chin second, and then Delpit. Larry McCadden, Brilly, Bradley and A sleeper pick. I don't know if he's a sleeper. I mean, he's probably, a third round? Like, he might be there at 99 or 110, somewhere in that area.
99, 110, that's where you're looking at. I don't think they would take him at 99. I think they take him at 110. 99, the guy you want to really keep your eye on, in my opinion. I could be wrong. It's just an opinion. They've done a lot of work on him. If they don't go with Isaiah Simmons, which I think Baddog and me right now we're still definitely open to the possibility that they could take Simmons, but I think we both agree they're leaning tackle. Logan Wilson. I got my eye on him at 99. They've done a lot of work on him. Wyoming middle linebacker.
Yeah, you like him. You like Wyoming, and you like Logan Wilson a lot. I know you've mentioned him quite a bit. By the way, guys, again, we got 233 likes, 414 people in here. Thank you so much. Smash that thumbs up for the draft, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Make sure you guys tune into this channel Thursday, because in case you just came in here, man, Richie Rich, I got another spinning chair. I got to mark that one down, so that's 2 that I owe. Brilly, Richie Rich. In case you were not in here earlier, Richie Rich, I am paying those off at the end of the stream. I don't want to stream, because we're doing the show, I don't want to spin around every time I get one. But I swear to you, if it's 2, if it's 32, I will spin around that many times and pay off those spinning chairs. But thank you so much for the super sticker, my man. I do appreciate it. And oh my God, guys, thank you so much, guys. I gotta go back to this because, like I said, I just hate this thing.
If it makes it easier, I could read it. Roll to give you a $20.
I did see that. Brilly, Roldy, and Blinky for the $20 super chats. Thank you so much, guys. Roldy says, guys, don't use Bean's comments about Gettleman playing the media. Have you guys now seen Gettleman saying he's playing the media? Before his comments, none of you guys were saying that until he came out and said it. Oh, I don't even know if he said that. I'm just guessing that he's
Baddog didn't even know that story. He just said that he thought he was playing the media.
Yeah.
Right? You didn't even know the story.
I knew that he had the picture. Like, I saw the picture of it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, other than that, no. That's all I saw. And I was just like, he's playing around.
Yeah.
And then Blinky, thanks so much for the $20 super chat. Brilly says, hey, guys, big fans of both of yours. Although not too active in the chat, I just love to have you playing in the background while I watch the kids. I get that, Blinky. Trust me, I understand the kids. Keeps me engaged and updated, and I love you guys for that. We appreciate that very much. Thoughts on Tuska, what round? And then I'll get to the other ones.
I mean, yeah, I've been all over Tuska since the combine when I read that. I think he ran a 6.89 on the 3-cone drill, and pretty much every edge rusher that's ever performed better than 6.9 has been a very good pass rusher. That's why his stock is soared from a small school. He's moving up. Giants are not getting him if they wait. They have to take him at the 5th round at the latest. They might have to take him in the 4th at 110. He might not get to them in the 5th. I don't think they'll take him in the 4th. If they're going to get him, it'll be in the beginning of the 5th.
Yeah, I can get on board with that. I can get on board with taking Tuska, no doubt. DJ Smooth, Brilly, my man, says, give me an elite guy. I'm tired of shade. He's tired of shade. I'm tired of shade myself. The damn shade that the Giants do every year, it's ticking me off. I'm a little tired of Tate and Shep. I get that. And,
I mean, I'm all for getting a wide receiver, but DJ, at the end of the day, we got much more bigger needs. I'm sorry. Do. I know. Like, Fisk loves the wide receivers.
He does.
I know there's a lot of Giant fans that love it. And I love wide receivers, too. I want a great wide receiver. But you got to fix your offensive line. Your wide receivers aren't going to be able to run routes if you can't block.
That's what I'm going to be with Fisk tomorrow. I'm going to be on his channel. And that's one thing I'm going to tell him is, listen, as much as I want Isaiah Simmons, and I do, but I also understand the need for a left tackle. I don't care who the hell our receiver is. If Daniel Jones is on his back pocket every time he drops back, it ain't going to matter who's out there. You can have Jerry Rice. If he has no time to throw it, it ain't going to matter who's running the routes, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Zion Zenith, Double Z, thank you for the super chat. $2 super chat. Brilly says, Jamie, Joe Rogan producer, Chris hit you up on Twitter. And then,
oh, wow, that'd be awesome, man. Yeah, definitely. You're Joe Rogan's producer? Let's do, if that's the truth. Yeah, hit me up on Twitter. We'll talk. We'll talk after the show, Zion. I appreciate it.
DJ Smooth, thank you for the super chat, brother. $2 super chat. Brilly, my man. He says, we are beating Tom Brady. Book it, Chris and Baddog. Oh, I'm in.
What was I'm sorry, what did he say?
He said, we're beating Brady. Book it, Chris and Baddog.
Let's just beat him. I want to beat everybody. Let's talk about that real quick. What do you think about Gronk today? I personally don't think it's going to have much of a. I mean, the guy's banged up. He's old,
and he missed the year. Yeah.
The guy's had so many injuries. I know he's a name. I know he's played with Brady. I don't think it affects the Bucs offense.
I don't either. He'll be lucky if he gets 10 games in my opinion. Could be wrong. Maybe he does have. Maybe the year off helps him. Yeah. But yeah, I don't see it. It brings somebody Brady's familiar with, and I think maybe that just makes Brady a little bit more comfortable because he's got a guy that he's worked with for years. So maybe it just makes him a little bit more comfortable on the Buccaneers that he has a guy that he's talked to, can go to, whatever it is. So we'll see. But yeah, I didn't make a video on it. I didn't think that was that big of a deal. Like I said, and I think a lot of people knew that he was going to come back. Maybe not to the Bucs, but I don't think everybody thought he would stay retired. And I think the Patriots actually did well there because they weren't getting anything from him if he's retired. So he comes out of retirement, they get a 4th-round pick, and they send him in a 7th to the Bucs. So I didn't think that was too bad.
The Patriots always make out on it some way or another. This guy was retired, he was done. Now we get a 4th-round pick. Go ahead, you go to the Bucs, we'll take another pick. Go ahead.
Yep, it's unbelievable. And you know who they're taking there? Jake Fromm.
Yeah, probably.
Jake Fromm.
Next Tom Brady. That's what'll happen.
Watch. Jake Fromm is that Gronk pick, and he does become Brady. Watch. And nobody in college, a suck ass in college. Watch. Kyle Petrano, thank you for the super chat, brother. Brilly says, what happens if the Redskins take Simon is a flirting flouse? He loves a flirting flouse. Yeah, Prison Mike, thank you for the super chat, brother. Brilly, thoughts on Jalen Reagor out of TCU? He's fast.
I like him, but we're not taking him. I don't think he fits the type of receiver we're looking for, but I like him.
Yeah, he's a slot guy. We have enough slot guys. We need a bona fide outside receiver. And again, unless we trade the Raiders and we're 12-19, we're not taking a wide receiver. Not the caliber of your Judys or your Lambs or your Ruggs or even your Denzel Mims or T. Higgins. You're still not getting those guys.
If we trade, we've talked about it. If we trade down and get 2 picks in the mid-30s, maybe if a guy like Denzel Mims is there, you take him because you can fill your tackle, your center, or your tackle, your linebacker, whatever. You can fill 2 needs before the receiver, or if you trade down out of the second round. And you get, a third and a mid-second. Maybe you take the receiver with that earlier third. You get a guy like Claypool or whoever.
Michael Pittman, maybe. Yeah.
I think that's the earliest I see the Giants taking one receiver. Either if they get 2 early seconds or a early third in a trade-down scenario. If not, 4th round at the earliest.
Zion Zenith, thank you for the super chat, my man. Brilly. He says, Super Bowl prediction. Lions trade with Pats for Tua. Can you imagine? They have to give up a lot.
Yeah, you'd have to give up. That is Super Bowl is right because you're jumping 20 spots. I mean, you'd have to give up at least 2 future firsts. I mean, 20 spots is a huge drop. You're going from Okudah to like the 4th best corner. You're going from like Okudah to Jeff Gladney. That is a huge drop for the Detroit Lions. I don't see the Patriots doing that. I could see the Patriots trading up for a quarterback in the first, but not that dramatic of a jump.
Right. You guys heard about Jerry Judy's knee injury. Charlie Naxon, thank you so much for the super chat, my man. Brilly. I did not hear about Judy's knee injury.
Neither did I.
Did not hear anything about that.
Neither did I. Yeah.
I don't think that affects the Giants, honestly, because again, I don't think we're going there. And Larry McCadden, thank you so much for the super chat, brother. Brilly, favorite late round project pick for me, it's Anthony McFarland. I've mentioned him a lot. I love Anthony McFarland. If the Giants could get that guy in the 6th round, he's a running back out of Maryland. He's 4.4 speed. Reminds you a lot of Ahmad Bradshaw. That's kind of the guy that I really like late in the draft.
Yeah, Tusker for me. I mean, that's who I've said time and time again. That's my guy that I would love if we get in the 5th round. I'm a big Tusker guy.
Kyle Petrano, thank you for the super chat, brother. Brilly says, rumors, Redskins, I think that's what Red is. Redskins big on Simmons. What happens if they draft him? Then I think the Giants are going to get Chase Young.
Yeah, I can't see it. I don't care.
I can't either.
Maybe it'll happen. At the end of maybe I'm wrong, and I hope I am. I would love, as much as you guys love, I love Isaiah Simmons. He's not Chase Young. Even if we don't get Chase Young, I would love if the Redskins ended up with Simmons instead of Chase Young. So I hope those rumors are right.
Me too.
I don't think I think they're taking Chase Young.
DJ Smooth, thank you for the super chat. Brilly, he says, stop it, Chris. Fisk won that wide receiver debate.
I don't. I'm gonna be honest with you, DJ Smoothie. There's no way he won that debate. I'm sorry.
You know what, Chris?
He told me the most important player on the New York Giants offense next year is Darius Slayton.
No. We're gonna. I can see we're gonna have that debate tomorrow, and I'm gonna take your side, Chris. L.A. Lou, man, thank you so much for the super chat, brother. Brilly, my man. He says Bradley Anae had a monster Senior Bowl. So did Josh Kelly, running back out of UCLA. Josh Ushi, edge Michigan. These guys are future All Pros. Bradley Anae would not bother me at all if we took an edge rusher later in the draft there, at all, 3rd or 4th round.
Yeah, I like 2 of those prospects. He said I like Uche as well, and I like 2 of those prospects. I think they're both around 4th round prospects.
Wilkie, thank you for the super chat, or Waikiki as they call you, BBD and Uncle Luke call you, my man. Brilly, brother, thank you for the super chat. He says Bears need to keep their 2 second-round picks. I agree with you. I think the Bears do need to keep their 2 second-round picks.
Probably, yeah. I just saw them because they had 2 seconds. When I was trying to think of a team they could trade, they were the first team I saw with 2 seconds. But because they don't have any pick, they have a big drop. If anything, the Bears might be looking to trade down and accumulate a 3rd round pick. So you're right. I agree with that. But there's a team. If they wanted to trade down, they could find a team in the mid of the 2nd round, get a 2nd and a 3rd. There's a team.
Yep. Rudy T, one of our best subscribers. Chris, been with us a long time. Been with you a really long time. Definitely been with me a long time as well. Brilly, Rudy says, let's we forget Josh Allen fell to the Giants at 6. Oh, we remember.
Yeah, and anything's possible, but I'm assuming he's comparing it to Chase Young.
Yeah.
Chase Young, to me, is more Bosa from last year's draft, though. He is the consensus number 1 edge rusher.
Yeah.
Josh Allen was most people's number 2, but he was like the 3rd or 4th best prospect. Bosa was number 1 in the draft class last year, and so was Chase Young. Anything can happen, Rudy. Yeah. And I got my fingers crossed the draft night because I would love Chase Young.
Me too. I can tell you this. Number 1, we got 257 likes. We got 475 people. Again, thank you so much for joining tonight. Let's get to 300 likes, guys. Smash that thumbs up button if you haven't. Please hit that thumbs up button. Let's get to 300 likes. Again, if you're new to the channel, just happen to stumble in, please make sure you like and subscribe. Ring the bell. We'll be live on this channel Thursday night for round 1 of the draft. Make sure you also go into the description. Please sub up my man, the Entertainer Talking Sports. Link to his channel is down there. Sub him up, ring the bell. We'll be on his channel live for days 2 and 3 of the draft. You are not going to want to miss it because if you don't recognize us, we are the Daniel Jones guys from last year. Okay, so you never know how we're going to react. It'll be a very interesting night. But I'm going to say this, Chris, before I get to L.A. Lou and Al Batts. Al Batts is easy. Thank you for the $2 super chat, Al, my man. If I need somebody to paint houses, I got Al in my corner. Brilly. This is his $2, bad dog. There you go. I appreciate it, Al. And L.A. Lou says, if the Rams, thank you for the super chat. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Brilly says, if the Rams end up with either Jonathan Taylor or Josh Kelly, I'll be happy. Still think the Giants and Rams might have to work a deal for Rob Havenstein. I know he's been saying that for a couple months now.
Yeah, that's their tackle over there. It's possible. I personally don't think. I think the Giants are looking at draft tackles. They need young tackles.
Simon Z, thank you for the super chat, brother. Brilly, my man. He says most important thing is control the front line, offensive tackle. More important, my receiver. I completely agree.
It's not even close. To me, you could actually the most important individual position is the quarterback, but you could argue that the offensive line as a unit is the most important piece to an offense. It controls everything. The quarterback is dependent on the offensive line, as is the wide receivers, as is the running back. So not one individual offensive lineman, but the 5 as a whole is, in my opinion, the most important piece to an offense.
Yep. Jeff McKinney remembers, are you effing kidding me? that was definitely it. New York for Life, Brilly. He says, thank you for the $2 super chat. He says, I'm here now. We can start the stream. The party has arrived.
What's going on, New York for Life? Hope you brought the hummus, buddy.
Yeah, he's got hummus for sale. What I was going to say, though, Chris, so Chase Young, I can tell you this. If he falls to the Giants by some miraculous thing, whatever, miraculously falls us at 4, I am not going to be sitting there like I did last year with Josh Allen going, please, Chase Young, please. And if they pass on him, I'm just going to expect them to pass. I'm not going to get my hopes up like they're going to draft him. I am not, because I swear to God, I think if Dave Gettleman has somebody that he wants, it doesn't matter who falls there. I think he's taking him. I really do. He said that Josh Allen and Daniel Jones had the same grade on his board. Okay, I don't believe that for a second. Okay, but I think he wanted Daniel Jones, and he knew he wasn't going to be there at 17. And there were some rumors I heard that the Giants tried to work a trade to get back up to 9 with the Bills before they took Daniel Jones, so that they could take him because that was ahead of Denver. So I think if they could have worked out a trade to get back up ahead of Denver, you would have saw them take Josh Allen at 6 and Daniel Jones at 9. I really do think that. I heard that. I mean, who knows how true that is, because you never know. When these guys lie, they'd be great poker players. Where's Johnny Borowski when you need him?
Yeah, my opinion is he's full of it there. I definitely think he had Josh Allen rated as a better prospect. He even came out after the fact, I think it was this year, where he said he was dying to be able to get Josh Allen, but he knew he needed to take a quarterback. I think he viewed Jones as the need pick, Allen as the BPA. But when you're talking about a quarterback, that supersedes BPA more so than any other position. Yeah. That's why you always have reaches. Mitch Trubisky, the Bears took Mitch Trubisky. They obviously thought he was the best quarterback. There's no way they thought he was the best prospect. Wow. So the quarterback is the exception to the rule. And then you could argue maybe the tackle is the exception to the rule when you have a second-year quarterback and a poor offensive line you want to be able to protect. And that's where the debate comes in.
Yeah. And again, I when he said that, I'm like, you're full of, you know what? You're full of beans there, Mr. Gettleman. There's no way Josh Allen and Daniel Jones were the same grade on your board.
God, Snake Spencer, man, you just came in with the worst hot take in the history of football.
I missed it. What'd he say?
Justin Herbert, better than Eli.
Stop. Good. Burley's, real quick, though. Burley's Fly said, y'all are stupid. Thank you. Appreciate that.
We appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your support.
I just had somebody come into the chat and just say that Justin Herbert, who's never played it down in the NFL, is better than a 2-time Super Bowl MVP. So maybe we are stupid. I don't know, because I think that's a stupid comment. Yeah. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, Snake, that's a little far-fetched, my man. It's a little far-fetched. I see you in Uncle Lou's streams, and I know that you're a Browns fan, but, I mean, that's it. That's a bit of a reach. You know, a guy that's top 10 in every major passing category, a 2-time Super Bowl MVP, going to the Hall of Fame, and somehow Herbert's better. Yeah, he's trolling us, right, Danny. He is definitely trolling on that one. I hope so.
He's got to be trolling. There's no way. I mean, the guy won 2 Super Bowls. At the end of the day, teams. I don't care how much people bash on Eli. Teams hope when they draft a quarterback in the first round, they hope he turns out like Eli. So. Whoever drafts Justin Herbert, if you tell them he's going to turn Eli Manning, they will be very happy.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely, man. Absolutely. I saw Christy's in the chat. Christy, good to see you, my lady. I always see her in Uncle Lou's streams during the morning, and I missed what she said. I just saw that. The one, I am definitely not wasted. I mean, what does wasted look like? Just out of curiosity.
I think it's different for each individual. I mean, I think I look different wasted than probably you.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know what that means. I love when I drink one beer, like, Baddog's drunk. One beer. Trust me, if you've ever seen our Talking Nonsense streams, you've seen me drunk there before. Mark Tversky, man, thank you for the super chat, brother. I appreciate it. Brilly, $5 super chat. He says, makes sense if they got a deal done to go back to 9. John Elway, about that one. John Elway really wanted DJ because it reminded him of himself. I heard that Broncos rumor too. Yeah, Mark, you know what's funny? The Broncos lied. We always wanted Drew Lock. No, you didn't. Because if they wanted Drew Lock, you're not waiting till the second round to take him. And you're not trading back to 20. If you trade back to 20 and is there, you're taking him at 20. You are not waiting until the second round to take a guy that you love. I know they're full of crap. I know it. You know?
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I definitely think Daniel Jones was a hidden gem. And you're going to see somebody else like that in this draft.
Yep.
I don't know if it's going to be...
Jacob Eason. Jacob Eason.
I'm going to tell you the surprise in this draft. And maybe I'm going to be wrong. I'm going to do my final first-round mock draft tomorrow. I'm not sure I'm going to have him going. Tua, in my opinion, is going to slip. I think Tua does not go where people think he's going to go. That's my bold prediction.
Yeah, I know you mentioned that before.
I got Tua dropping probably out of the top 10.
Yeah, and that's where the Patriots suck him up, Chris. That's when they move up and get Tua. And then he's God. And then the Patriots are good for another 20 years.
Yeah.
Zion Zenith, thank you for the super chat, brother. Brilly says, why is Dave trolling when he can flex like John Lynch? Oh, I know. Did you see that?
No. What is he talking about?
So John Lynch had like 4 computers, like 6 computers.
Yeah. And then you see Gettleman with the binder.
Yeah. Brian Dito, man, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it, man. Brilly, $5 super chat says, trade for Ngakoue. What does the extension look like? What would Leonard Williams' extension look like if we hang on to him as well? I think the Giants would be paying Ngakoue 18 to 22 million. We'll have the money. And if we get Ngakoue, I don't think we keep Leonard Williams. I can't see us doing that.
Yeah.
Maybe we keep Dalvin Tomlinson instead.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure how the whole cap is going to work after the draft, Brian, but right now you're paying Leonard Williams about $17 million. I might be rounding a little bit on the franchise tag. I would think if you kept him and you worked out an extension, it'd probably be around the $13.5 million per year average, but you could always backload that salary too. Like if they could say, all right, we're going to put $5 million towards this cap to make sure we can pay Yannick. If the Giants want Yannick, they will make it work. You could maneuver contracts in the NFL to make sure he's on your roster. They will make it work.
My man, ENA, we got time. Thank you for the super chat, brother. Brilly, $2 super chat. He says, wasted is when you go to open a door and your hand slips. Or when you go to take a leak and your front of your dress shirt ends up in front of you and you pee all over yourself. That's wasted too. I've been there. But ENA, we got time. I wonder what he's drinking on draft night, Chris, because he's going to be with us.
He's bringing a case.
And he's bringing a case. Bringing a case. I had him on the channel yesterday. Really good to work with him. It was a lot of fun. We got him over 100 subscribers, which was freaking awesome.
Oh, that's awesome.
He jumped up there. Where did that... Rudy T, thank you for the super chat, my man. Brilly says, if Tua goes to the Patriots, we'll still own them. Yes, we will. Yes, we will.
Yeah, absolutely. I think did you get
No,
Marcus?
I'm gonna get some Debs here real quick. I did get Mark Twerski about the Daniel Jones thing. And Sam Deb, thank you for the super chat. Brilly says, guys, we got a lot of trolls in this chat. Anyway, I love you guys. Keep up the good work. Sam Deb, really appreciate that, man. Thank you for the super chat. And as far as the trolls go, because I'm so busy with the chat and talking to Chris, I'm not even seeing them. You're
always gonna get trolls. That's just the way YouTube works. That's what people like to do. They like to troll. And as far as him, we got time. Yeah, he's in my Discord. I'm definitely gonna have him on. I said I'm gonna have him on for an interview, so hopefully we get him over 200 subscribers.
Yep.
When he comes on my channel. So yeah, he's putting a lot of work over there.
It was awesome. It was a lot of fun to work with him yesterday. But yeah, I'm not seeing a lot of the trolls. I mean, I'm obviously addressing the super chats, which I'm greatly appreciative. And there's another one. Gordon Gecko, man, thank you so much for the super chat. My man, Brilly, the Wall Street man, Double G, $10 super chat. He says, here it comes, boys. Huge, bold predictions. Joe Burrow goes Eli on the draft and forces a trade. Now we get bolder, boys. 2020 number 1 New York Giants wide receiver Corey Coleman. I missed the rest of that, Chris. Boom, time and place. Let's go.
That is beyond bold. We'll start with the Joe Burrow comment, Gordon. Not happening. If you would have told me that before the combine, before he said what he said, I would have said maybe. What Eli did, he did it leading up into the draft. He painted the picture. He had everybody prepared. Not happening. Joe Burrow said at the combine, I'm going to play wherever I'm drafted. He is going to be a Cincinnati Bengal. I've read reports that have said that they've spent basically all their video time game planning with Joe Burrow, projecting he's going to be their quarterback. And if Corey Coleman is our number 1 wide receiver, the Giants might win 3 games.
I was going to say, we might be in trouble, Chris. Hopefully he does come back. I loved Corey Coleman of Baylor. In my Eli Apple rant video, when we drafted him, I was saying we should have drafted Corey Coleman. And we ended up with him. LA Lou, thank you so much for the super chat, brother. Brilly, $2 super chat says, wasted is when you open the door and hit yourself. I've done that too. Or miss steps when you're going down them and go falling down.
I've done both of those in the same occurrence.
Oh, I'm sure.
I think I've probably done hit myself and falling down the steps. I've probably done that.
Greg Simaluka, thank you so much for the super chat. I hope I said that last night, right? Really appreciate it. Brilly, my man, $10 super chat says, great stuff, guys. Thanks for keeping us informed and entertained. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching our videos, commenting, liking, subscribing, and hanging out in these live chats. I say it all the time. I can never say enough how much we appreciate that. I mean, words can't explain how much that means to us. So thank you guys.
Thank you, Greg, man. Great subscriber, both of ours. Appreciate it, man.
And then Brian Dito, thank you again for the $5 super chat, brother. Brilly says, trade Ngakoue. What does the extension... Is that another one? What does the extension look like in Leonard Williams? You didn't have to send another one, Brian. I thought I answered this before. We said that Ngakoue is probably getting 18 to 22 million. Yeah. I don't think they would keep Leonard Williams if they did get Ngakoue. I think you probably sign Dalvin Tomlinson because he'd be a little cheaper. But who knows?
Well, certainly on this year's cap he would be. So.
Yes.
Yeah. They figure it out. I don't know if they're going to do it. It's just a thought. but they would figure it out. You always could figure out. You could figure out the finances. Teams do it all the time.
Yep. Oh, absolutely. There's no doubt about that. Blue Jackets Talk, thank you for the super chat. I don't know why that just disappeared off my screen. Brilly, my good man. He says, $5 super chat. Do you guys have any locks in this draft outside the top 3? Last year, Devin White to Tampa was a lock, even though they could have gone earlier. This is true. I remember that. He was absolutely a lock at number 5.
I got a lock.
Yeah? What's that?
I am going to go, if he's there, if the Giants don't take him at 4, I'm going to lock in Tristan Wirfs to the Cardinals, and I'm going to lock in Judy or Lamb is going to be a Raider. I don't know which one. I'm going to say Judy or Lamb is a Raider, and I'm going to say that Wirfs, if he's there, will be a Cardinal. Those are my 2 locks, outside of the ones you said.
Yeah. No, I agree with the wide receiver. I think for sure that they're going to go wide receiver, no doubt about that. I think that the Jets or the Raiders definitely go wide receiver. And honestly, if they keep 12 and 19, I'm going to give you a lock at 19, in my opinion. Kenneth Murray. I think Kenneth Murray is a Raider at 19 if they do keep those 2 picks. I really think Kenneth Murray is going to be a Raider. Benjamin Wynn, thank you so much for the super. I really appreciate that, my man. Brilly, a $20 super chat. He says, Eli went to his brother's stadium, won his 2nd Super Bowl. The quarterback that is my thumbnail rival, who will not be named, went to MetLife, got blown out, and gave up a safety, lost 43-8. Eli guaranteed Hall of Famer. Completely agree.
Yeah, Eli's 100% Hall of Famer. But it's not even a debate. I love when people try to debate that.
Yeah. Johnny Letourneau, the Phillies Ace, thank you for the $2 super chat, brother. Brilly says good night, guys. Well, thank you for hanging out with us. Really appreciate it. Chris, sing ring de hello. Stella!
Wait, who said what?
He said good night.
He said it in the super chat? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Have a great night, John. And yeah, I mean, for you, I'll do it. Will you ring my bell?
Oh, I think that's about. Yeah, I said, will you ring my hello? I didn't know what the hell I'm thinking.
All right, RM, we get asked about him all the time. I don't know why. Chase Claypool, we compare him to Evan Ingram. He's not going to be a Giant. I'll guarantee. I can't guarantee anything. He's not going to be a Giant, in my opinion. There would be a reach at 36, and he's not getting a 99.
I completely agree. Agree. And again, he is Evan Ingram, guys. He's an oversized tight end, fast. Or he's not oversized. He's an overfast tight end, if you want to say it that way. But he's on the outside. I mean, maybe Evan Ingram should line up on the outside. Maybe the Giants should take Evan Ingram and move him all over the field in different formations. I don't know what they can do.
I think they're going to. Yeah. I think they're going to. I think he's gonna be. He's not gonna be a wide receiver, but I think you'll see him used in different ways this year, more so in different ways than he's been in the past.
Right. Isaiah Simmons, man, thank you so much for the super chat. I still want you to be a Giant, buddy. Trust me. Brilly, my man. He says, I don't get the hate on Daniel Jones. If Bill Belichick said he's a good player and a 2-to-1 touchdown ratio and missed 4 games, almost broke touchdown record, and had the most 4 touchdown games as a rookie, I don't get it either. Because he's only
I get it.
Fumbles, and everybody hated on him and can't admit the wrong.
And he plays for the Giants. He plays in New York.
Yeah, did Eli ever get any credit, Chris?
Eli Manning never got any credit. So this is par for the course. This guy can win 2 Super Bowls. He's going to get hated on. Yeah. So get used to it, guys, if you're newer Giant fans.
This is true. Because think about this. Eli Manning, so many people are like, he's overrated. And my argument for that is, how is he overrated? Nobody ever said he's good. All they do is say how bad he is. I said he's underrated, if anything. My God, Mike Green, thank you for the super chat, brother. $2 super chat. Brilly says, love you guys. Keep it up. I would love to get Young. We appreciate that very much, Mike. And I think both of us would like to get Chase Young.
I'm going to, I don't know if Winter Killer's speaking up for PFF or he's making fun of them, but we'll get into that in a second. Go ahead, get Mark Tversky.
Mark Tversky, thank you for the $2 super chat, my man. Brilly, brother. Claypool and Pittman will both be taking me $4.99. I agree with that.
100%.
I agree with that all the way. And Stickball Sports, man. Double S. Thank you so much for the super chat, man. Brilly, my man. He says, I agree with you. Murray, a Raider with the 2nd pick. Love Murray. Want him as a Giant. Great work, guys. Stickball Sports, thank you so much. I love Kenneth Murray, too. I'm a big Kenneth Murray.
Yeah, I would love him. I would definitely love him at 36. I don't think he's getting there. I know in some of my mocks last night he was. I don't expect it. We'll see, though. We'll see. Yeah.
Harrison Jolly, I don't know what you're thanking me for. You don't need to thank me. You guys don't ever need to thank us. We thank you. I say our channels are 0 without you guys and girls, so thank you so much, guys.
You missed the super chat. They're saying I'll read it to you. New York for Life 12, $2 super chat. He said, wide receiver 1st round or wear the red uniforms all year. Red uniforms.
Yeah, red uniforms. I agree. Brilly. Sorry about that, New York for Life. I'm not seeing them all unless this new OBS studio. I'm still trying to get used to. Not OBS studio. The new YouTube studio streaming. It's the first time I've used it tonight, so sometimes they get a little delayed and then they skip and pop and still kind of like my knees do when I run. But I appreciate New York for Life. Thank you, sir. Really do appreciate that. And who have they played? Brilly, $5 super chat, man. Thank you so much, guys. He says, I love these streams to get me through long nights of work. I appreciate that. And obviously, that's an Uncle Lou guy there, too, because that's what Uncle Lou's saying. But who have they played?
There you go.
Thank you, my man. I really do appreciate that. Well, it's 10 o'clock. I guess we can start taking some questions from the chat, guys and girls. So throw them out there if you'd like.
LA Lou's got another one.
I see it right there. LA Lou, man, thank you so much for the super chat. Brilly, my man. $2 super chat. Jones' only problem is he doesn't protect the ball. That's something he can work on, though. And it'd be nice if he's not getting smacked in the back every time he drops back.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely what he has to work on more than anything. And pre-reads. We say it all the time. He's got to get better at reading the defenses. Yeah. And I'll try to get to the PFF, but you got another one. Go ahead.
And he doesn't he's got to learn to get rid of the ball a little quicker. See, now sometimes these things come up immediately. And this one, there it is. I just got it. This is very difficult. Next time I do this, my phone's not really charged. Next time I do the live stream, I got to look at my phone. Sophone Keith, thank you so much for the super chat, my man. Brilly says, what up, fellas? What did I miss? We trade with Jacksonville, get the 9th spot, and Ngakoue and pick Wirfs. If that doesn't happen, I'll quit my job. I think that could happen. I hope you don't quit your job, but I do think that's possible.
I think it could happen. I did that in my mock today. I didn't get Wirfs. I got Wills because Wirfs was gone. But I wouldn't bank on it, but I think it's a possibility. I wouldn't rule it out.
Oh, God, I missed the $2 one because my wife just texted me, and that one I had to look at.
I read it to you. Luke Baker says, no hate, but Jared, I'll bounce you off the canvas by Luke Baker.
Okay, Luke Baker, Brilly, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. We're going to have an internet fight. Those are always my favorite. And my man, BVD. I love BVD. BVD is one of my favorite people on YouTube. Funny, one of the funniest guys you'll ever meet. Love BVD. Big Tennessee Vols fan, Arizona Cardinals fan, and a guy that I've known on YouTube since 2008. Brilly, man. Thank you so much for the super chat. BVD says, Volley, it's BVD, by golly. Explain that Brilly thing, Baddog. Okay, so I'll explain this again, BVD. So, you know how the Bud Light commercial is dilly? It's dilly, guys. Dilly. Right. Well, Jason Garrett's wife name, I found this out when the Giants were playing the Cowboys, was Brill. And I thought that was a hilarious name, Brill. So, in honor of her, I changed it from Dilly to Brilly. And lo and behold, Jason Garrett's our offensive coordinator. So now we'll see Brilly every week. That's where I got Brilly from. Sir App, Brilly. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. He says, fellas, NFL had some glitches with their mock draft yesterday. Be prepared for the Giants to accidentally draft a kicker with the 4th pick. Yeah, I'll tell you what. If that happens, I will Daniel Jones it again.
That better not happen.
I will.
That better not happen. The first pick by the Giants was in that mock was Trey Adams. I know the first pick overall rather was Trey Adams. I read that, and then I read that there were a lot of glitches. So we'll have to wait and see how it plays out.
466 people in the house again, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Really do appreciate it. Again, smash that thumbs up button if you haven't. Hit that thumbs up button. We got over 320 likes. Let's see if we can get to 400 by the end of the night. If you happen to walk in and you're new to the channel, please make sure you subscribe and ring the bell. We'll be live on this channel Thursday night, streaming the entire first round of the draft. Go into the description, and maybe one of my mods can put the link to the Entertainer Talking Sports in the chat. Make sure you go in the description, or like I said, maybe one of my mods can put the link to his channel there. Sub him up. We'll be live on his channel together days 2 and 3 for the draft, and we are the Daniel Jones guys from last year. So you will not want to miss our reactions to the draft. Trust me, that is worth the price of admission.
Hopefully they're not as memorable this year. Hopefully we're happy.
Right. And nobody likes when you're happy. So they'll totally forget about that.
Yeah.
And pretty much all of it's going to make me happy except for like a Derek Brown. L.A. Lou, thank you so much for the super chat, brother, and thank you for all the love. I really appreciate it. What a great subscriber, both of ours, Chris. No doubt about it. Brilly, L.A. Lou. He says, night, guys. I'm out. See you two on Thursday. Can't wait. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait either.
Yeah, well, man, looking forward to it, man, and have a great night, man. Get some sleep, buddy.
Chris, inevitably this was going to happen, and I'm sorry. I'm going to leave you solo for a second. As Uncle Lou said, I'm going to go get a refill. But we all know I had 3 cups of coffee before the stream, so I'll be right back.
Go get your refill. I don't want them to go away. So Blue Jackets with a $2 donation. He says, it's so crazy. The draft is 2 days away. Can't wait. You and me both, Blue Jackets. It's going to be here before you know it. We're going to find out who the Giants take. And Jeff with the $2 donation says, how would you compare Isaiah Simmons to Josh Allen? I think that is a common – I'm not saying that you're making it. I think a lot of people just assume that Isaiah Simmons is a pass rusher. He's not. He's a middle linebacker / coverage linebacker, a guy that could get after the quarterback, but his main objective is not like Josh Allen. Josh Allen's only objective when he's on a football field is to be a pass rusher. That is not what Isaiah Simmons is. They are completely different players. Isaiah Simmons, to me, is more similar to a guy like Troy Polamalu than he is to a guy like Josh Allen. But I don't think they're very similar at all. Jaden with a $2 donation says, Anthony, remember me? Eli is not a Hall of Fame. That's ridiculous, Jaden. But thank you for tuning in the stream. Thank you guys for being here. Let's see what we got. Thoughts on Gronkowski to the Bucs. I don't think it's going to have a huge – I honestly don't think it's going to be a big thing. I really don't. I know some people think it's going to be this huge thing. He's banged up all the time. I really don't think so.
Sorry about that, guys. I knew that was going to happen, unfortunately, because I forgot to get the pods. So I got to make – my coffee pot, the least it makes is 8 cups of coffee, which is like, I have a big cup. So that's pretty much 8 cups of coffee I drink, which is why I'm so crazy all the time. But I heard the super chat when I was getting my refill and about Josh Allen and Isaiah Simmons. I think a better comparison is Josh Allen and Chase Young. I think that's a better comparison. Josh Allen and Isaiah Simmons, 2 completely different positions. I
personally think he's like Troy Polamalu, but he's a little bit bigger. That's the type of player I expect him to be. He's going to be playing the linebacker, but you're going to be able to blitz him from anywhere on the field. You're going to drop him back and cover. He's not an edge rusher, guys.
Yeah, he's not. Gordon Gecko, I see it. He says, where is O.J. Howard going? I think he stays in Tampa. I think that they're going to use Gronkowski. Maybe they run a little too tight end offense like they did with Hernandez and Gronk. But I don't think O.J. Howard, I think he's staying in Tampa.
Yeah.
Because Gronk is not reliable as far as being healthy. So I can't imagine they would just go with Gronk. You know what I mean? I think O.J. Howard stays there. I mean, he's a good target for Brady. Tampa's going to have a solid offense.
Yeah, Gronk's only got, I think who knows? He could retire after this year. Like you said, he'd go down. And it's not uncommon for teams to try to feature 2 tight end sets. We're hearing rumors that the Niners are interested in doing it.
Right, with Ingram, exactly.
Yeah, so I think they're going to use both of them.
Floyd Samuels, thanks so much for the super chat, brother. Brilly. How honest do you think the teams were drafting their picks in the mock draft? I don't believe anything right now, Floyd. I don't believe a damn thing.
Like I just said, they had a projected 7th round pick going in the 1st round, so it was more so just a test. They were probably just throwing guys in that they knew were going nowhere near the 1st round just to test the system. So Trey Adams is not going to be the number 1 pick overall. I promise you that.
I'd bet my house on that is not happening. And I'm not a betting man, but I would bet my house that does not happen. And Moose Kamal, thank you for putting, I believe that's Up Tainah's channel in there. So thank you for dropping that link to his channel. So
I appreciate that, Moose. Moo's one of my best, man. I appreciate that, buddy.
Sebastian Crespo says, where do you think Jalen Hurts is going? God, I really don't know. He's going to go later in the draft. He's going to go probably late 3rd, 4th. I don't know.
All right. I don't know if he's trolling. I think he is. This is the PFF guy, Winter Killer Plays, says we got to go with PFF and take Ruggs. He earlier said that PFF was that's why Daniel Jones isn't good, because PFF says that he's not. The numbers say that he's not. PFF is in my opinion, I'm not trying to knock them. I'm sure they're very smart guys. I'm sure they have a system to come up with the numbers that they do. They're clearly successful. They built whatever. But at the end of the day, PFF overemphasizes the wide receiver position. The fact that they think that Henry Ruggs would be the best pick for the New York Giants and would help Daniel Jones' development more than a left tackle, to me, is insane. A wide receiver to me is the 6th or 7th most important position on a football field. They make it seem as if it's the 2nd or 3rd most important. So I just disagree with PFF's philosophy.
I do too. Benjamin Winman says, I'll be back. My 2 cannoli-loving bros. I got to go satisfy my lady's bang hole. All right, Benjamin. Hey, take care of business, buddy. I still owe you. I owe you a chair spin, so don't worry. I haven't forgotten about that. PFF, yeah, they were the ones that said, Dwayne Haskins is way better than Daniel Jones, and that Daniel Jones, whatever. I don't put too much stock in them. I mean, they're like us. They just are on a more professional level, honestly, but it's an opinion. I really think it's an opinion. Maybe they have some kind of, scientific, like you said, some point system or something they do to get their formula to figure this stuff out. But at the end of the day, it's their formula. They made it up, and, it's their opinion. In my opinion.
It is what it is. I saw Brock say something about the Wonderlic test. Yeah, I saw the Tua got a 13. They later changed it to a 19. I'm not sure how that works. I took the Wonderlic test today, and I'm going to have a video up on that tomorrow. So that's an entertaining video that you'll want to check out. I'm going to post that tomorrow.
How was it? I'm not going to do a video on it, but maybe I'll take it myself to see how I score.
Yeah, I don't want to give away my score.
But how? I'm just asking how it was.
It was definitely. I mean, it was basically like an IQ test. It focuses on like English and it focuses on math. And I think I would have done better had I not been making a video, because when you're making a video, you have to vocalize what you're thinking. Where if I was just taking the test, I'm not saying, oh, well, this does this and this. So it made me waste time. You only had 12 minutes to answer 50 questions. So, but it was a cool test. It was a cool experiment.
The Hot Nickels, thank you so much for the super chat, brother. Brilly. Hot Nick says Simmons at 4, trade back and take Wills at center in the second. All aboard that, Hot Nickels. That is exactly my philosophy here. No doubt about it. And that's exactly what I would like them to do. It's the same exact thing.
I think that's what most Giant fans want at this point in time. I am, I think, in the minority that would take a tackle. I don't want to have to take a tackle at 4, but I think I'm in the minority that would take a tackle no matter what. But I think that's what most Giant fans want.
DJ Smooth, thank you for the super chat, brother. Brilly. Greg Jennings said the Giants are trading Daniel Jones for Herbert. Well, we wouldn't be trading him. We'd be trading Daniel Jones getting a pick. I think Greg Jennings was drunk. I think he was wasted.
Yeah, we're not doing that. Greg Jennings, I don't know if that's legit or not, but that's not happening.
Al Batts, my man, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate that, brother. Brilly, $20 super chat. He says, Chris and the Baddog, you two are the best. Until Thursday, see you both in Dallas. We'll be having fun tailgating, but don't say a word. Game time when the Hicks mock us. Oh, I'm involved in this too all of a sudden? I didn't even know I was involved in it. But hey, I'll go to Dallas. Listen, Mrs. Baddog, I got to go to Dallas. It's a bucket list item for me. It is. I'll get there someday. But Al, Dan, thank you so much. I really appreciate it, my man. Great subscriber, both of ours. Mr. Bats, one of my favorite names on YouTube as well. Yeah, he is on the dope. Greg Jennings did he say this yesterday when it was 420? Anybody? Because maybe he was high as hell.
Maybe he did, yeah.
But I do it. Oh, go ahead, Chris. I'm sorry.
No, you go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I had somebody on my page say, you think this, it was on my Eli Apple revenue, you think this is something, wait till they take Herbert.
They're not taking it.
They're not taking Herbert.
Yeah, that's nonsense. That's nonsense.
I'll lose my shit if they take Herbert. I'm not going to lose my mind.
They're not taking Herbert.
Oh, man. But yeah, guys, ask those questions. And Yardley Moyes, thank you so much for the super chat. $5 Brilly, my man. Patterson, New Jersey, stand up. Fellas, you think the Giants are picking Simmons for sure? Also, 9-7 or 10-6 is realistic. Chris, I'll let you answer that one, and then I will go after you.
Yeah, Yardley, Baddog and me are in agreement that we don't think they're taking Simmons. You know, as I've said the whole time, I'm completely fine either way. I prefer the tackle, but I'd be completely fine with Simmons. I think he's going to be a great talent, but I think they're taking tackle. I really do. That's just my opinion. I could be completely wrong.
Yeah, I agree. And I don't, honestly, Yardley, I would love us to go 9-7 or 10-6. I just don't think that's feasible. First year coaching staff, we're going to have a bunch of young guys playing. We have not been good the last 3 years, and we have a very, very tough schedule. So I would love 9-7. I don't see it happening. Jersey Joey says, I'm here for the 10-15 free crack giveaway. Very nice. I think that's Lawrence Taylor's stream of the day. But yeah, 500 likes, says Moose Kamal. Yeah, guys, smash that thumbs up button if you have not done so. We got 462 now. It's got 351 likes. So let's get to 400 likes. It's 400 likes we can do. We can do that.
And I agree with you, Mets fam. 6, 10, 7, and 9. I think that's what we're looking at. We hope for 10-6, like you just said, but I think 6-10 or 7-9 is realistic.
Yeah. And I see somebody says, shout out to Miss Cleo. So shout her out. Oh, old Dave Chappelle skit says, Moose Claw, we're getting Derek Brown. No, we're not.
Don't say that name. Don't say that name.
Jedrick Wills is in the chat.
Where is he?
He's right there. He says
There he is.
So Isaiah Simmons and Jedrick Wills are here.
We got a future. One of them's going to be.
One of them's going to be a Giant.
Well, we need Tristan Wirfs. I think he's in play as well.
That's true.
Yeah, we need Tristan Wirfs.
Yeah. Hey, we got. Yes, there was 420 likes at one point. Syed, which 420 crew, and I know there's some out there, man. Smoke them because you got them. 420. Always.
Thoughts on Wallace? I've seen him ask this a lot. Thoughts on Kevon Wallace? I think he's a guy that we could be looking at in the 4th round. Solid player. I don't think you're looking before then, but yeah, if we show up some other areas, we can definitely take him in the 4th round.
Yeah, Picky Dicky brought some hamburgers and French fries. I actually had a hamburger yesterday, which I have not had a hamburger in months. That was good. I had to run extra today, and again, it was freezing cold here, as it always is. But holla, yes. Wills or Wirfs? Jeff McKinney says. I think Chris and I are both in agreement. I don't know if you're asking who we'd prefer or who you think we're taking, but I think we both prefer Wills. And as Chris said earlier in the beginning of the stream, that Wills is overwhelmingly beginning to become the favorite. So I'd go Wills on both accounts.
Yeah, I had a guy reach out to me on Twitter. I'm going to make a video on this tomorrow to break down the numbers for you guys. But I had a guy reach out to Twitter on me. He's a writer, and he broke down the numbers. And they were, I think 2 weeks ago, you had to bet, for every 100 you bet, you won 800. I think it was 10 days ago. Now, you have to bet $200 to win 100 on Jedrick Wills. That's how much he's jumped. So the late money is definitely coming in on Jedrick Wills, and he looks to be the favorite. From what I've read and gathered from articles, Tristan Wirfs seems to be the guy they've been most linked to throughout the process. Jedrick Wills, though, has gotten late traction. So who knows? To me, if they're going offensive tackle, it's one of those two guys.
Hakeem Omatesho, not a football question, says, Baddog, how long did it take for you to notice you lost weight? I'd say 3 weeks. I dropped 17 pounds in 3 weeks. I noticed that my belt loops, I was in the 2nd belt loop. 3 weeks in, I was on my 5th, and I said, wow, how much weight did I lose? I lost 17 pounds. Now I'm on the 7th belt loop, and if there was 9 belt loops, I get tied around my waist because but 3 weeks, I noticed the weight loss. It was 3 weeks. Thank you, Chris Gonzalez. He says the 2 best on YouTube. We appreciate that.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. It could be smoke. Yeah, it could be smoke. Well, this has nothing to do with smoke screens, though. This is just what people are betting on. The general pump. Right now, Wills is I think he's like I said, I think he's minus 200. The next closest is Wirfs, who's like plus 350. And I think Simmons is plus 500 or 600. So right now, the overwhelming favorite is Wills, and Simmons is actually 3rd. Wirfs is 2nd. Simmons is 3rd.
I would have loved to have seen the odds last year about Daniel Jones becoming a Giant.
He showed that too. Daniel Jones spiked the day before the draft. He was the favorite on the night of the draft. Like an hour before the draft, he became the favorite.
I can remember you and I both making videos about him all of a sudden. Like I know he was never on my radar at any point, and then maybe 5 days before the draft, you started to hear that the Giants really wanted him, and I'm thinking this is complete and utter BS. And both of us are like, yeah, there's no way they're doing this, and they did.
I did not believe it. I think it was just one of those. I think it's kind of like the Simmons people right now, and maybe he will get the late traction like Jones did, because we still got 2 days, a day now. But I think the Simmons people, I think there's a lot. I think they latch, and this is just my opinion. I could be completely wrong, but I think the people who think they're going Simmons, they latch onto any little thing. But Simmons has never been directly implicated to the New York Giants.
He hasn't.
Well, you've heard the term gold jacket, but gold jacket could be applied to anybody.
Could be anybody. Maybe they know they're getting Chase Young.
The tackles, in my opinion, have been much more implicated to the Giants than anyone.
I agree. And ENA, we got time. Thank you so much for the super chat, brother. Brilly. He says Tampa Bay's got 3 good tight ends. Trade OJ or Brate. I think you'd have to trade Cameron Brate at that point. But I don't know. The thing is, I don't know how long Gronkowski's going to be with the Bucs. You know what I mean? So if he's there for a year, do you really want to move one of your other 2 tight ends and have Gronk leave too? Then you only have 1 tight end. So I guess it would depend on Gronk's future and if he could stay healthy. I mean, I don't know if I would trade those guys.
Yeah, what was I going to say? Seti just came in, and that is the exact comparison that I have said. He reminds me a lot of Troy Polamalu. I think that's a perfect comparison. When I watch him on tape, he's bigger. He's a little bit bigger, but he plays. I think he's going to be used in a very similar capacity to Troy Polamalu. I think that's a very good comparison.
It is. Yeah, it is. I mean, he's all over the place. So, yeah, and I love Troy Polamalu. How don't you? But the Steelers didn't take him fourth overall.
Yeah.
You know, so
he was actually one of my favorite players, Troy Polamalu.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you're a football fan, you love a guy like Polamalu.
Yeah.
A guy like Urlacher. You know, those are your type of guys that you love. I mean, I'm surprised they haven't compared him to. I mean, I'm surprised they haven't compared Simmons to Luke Kuechly. I mean, that's one of the better middle linebackers that I've seen. You know, recently.
He's kind of a mix between the two. He's kind of like a in between. He's not exclusively like Polamalu. I see a lot of similarities, and then he also has aspects of a guy like Luke Kuechly. He's a hybrid. He's kind of in the middle.
Yeah, I'm really hoping we trade back. I mean, that's ideal scenario because depending on where we trade back, we're still going to get a position that we want. And it would be great to get an extra, because if we could get 2 second-round picks, especially if they're early, you really can fill a lot of needs in those first 3 picks, and we have a lot of needs. You know, if you can get your tackle, your center, and a linebacker, your tackle, your center, and a safety, any combination of those 3, I'll be really, really happy. Wide receiver, I'm thinking later on. But to me, you know, and then maybe you get your edge rusher. Maybe you do get Bradley and A in the 4th. Maybe you do get an A in the 4th. Maybe you get Tuska in the. Well, you said he's probably going to go earlier.
I think fifth.
So maybe if you don't go like was it a Highsmith right from?
Yeah, he's a 4th-round prospect.
Right. So Highsmith, I'm figuring those guys are about the same. They're right in that area. And A and Highsmith are about that area, late, early 4th round. And maybe if you don't go there, you do wait and you get Tuska in the 5th.
Maybe Okwara falls to you at 99. Not likely, but possible. There's another guy you could throw out there with some upside. There's a lot of who knows. Things are going to happen on the draft that you don't expect. That's for damn sure.
And that's why you all got to tune in for the draft streams, because we don't know, and our reactions are, well, I guess they're pretty entertaining.
Yuri says hog molly sandwich. You know I'm all about the hog molly sandwich. Hog molly sandwich all day and night, baby. I'm all about it, baby. Tristan Wirfs is in the chat. He just gave you a donation.
He did. I'm going to see it right now to say it hasn't popped up yet. Tristan Wirfs, thank you for the super chat. So we got Wirfs, Wills, and Simmons in here. Brilly. He says, you guys will be making a mistake not getting me. We very well could be getting you. Have they called you yet? Have they called you yet, Tristan?
I'll tell you what, Baddog and Tristan, thank you for coming in. I'm a big fan.
Yes, we are.
the one thing I will say about you, Tristan, when I heard the quotes, he was the first player I thought of. When I heard the quotes that Joe Judge said that we're looking for what players can do, not what they've done. When he was talking about guys that they're looking into drafting, they're looking for upside players. You can argue that Tristan Wirfs has more upside, not just than any tackle. You could argue he has more upside than Isaiah Simmons. What he did at the Combine, his athletic ability for a man of his size is off the charts. The question is, can you get the technique down? Could you get him to be the tackle that he's capable of being? He's the player I thought of because his upside is ridiculous. He had the highest. Two of the three or four things he competed in with a record for the offensive tackle in the history of the Combine. So I do think Wirfs is still on the Giants' radar. I'm not going to be surprised if they take him.
He was the first mock draft I did. He was the tackle that I had us taken. So it will not shock me at all. And again, if we trade back and Wills isn't there and we take Wirfs, I'm not going to be disappointed. You give me Thomas Wirfs or Wills, I'm happy. Again, I'm a Simmons guy myself. I get the need. I get the excitement for Isaiah Simmons. We need a game changer on defense. We haven't had one in forever. He's a sexy, exciting pick. He can do everything, and he's an amazing talent, athleticism, everything you want. But listen, if we go the unsexy route and get a tackle, it's also going to help us out a ton. So I'm happy with any of those. Lucas Blythe, thank you for the super chat. Brilly, my man. I really appreciate it. He says, you still feeling Colin Johnson, big wide receiver out of Texas. I love Colin Johnson. But he would have to be 5th round or later for me. The only thing I worry about Colin Johnson, there's a couple things. He is a big body receiver. He's 6'6", he's 225. He has really good hands. He's had some injury problems at Texas. And he needs to play bigger than his size. Like, he doesn't play like a 6'6", 220 guy. Like, he has to learn how to box out and go up and high point these 50-50 balls. He doesn't really do that very well. But I do really like Colin Johnson later in this draft because he would be a really good red zone target for Daniel Jones. We all know Eli Manning had Plexical burst, and I'm not saying that Colin Johnson can be Plexical burst, but it definitely helps to have a 6'6" guy when you're inside the 5 and you're throwing those fade routes, which I hate in the corner of the end zone when you're throwing to a 6'1" guy. I hate those. So a 6'6" guy would help.
I'm with you there. I have no problem whatsoever taking him in the 6th. I personally think the Giants will address the wide receiver before the 6th round. But I don't think I'd want to take him in the 5th just because I think there's going to be other wide receivers I like more. But if they don't address it before the 6th, I have no problem taking him.
Is Hodgins your favorite guy after the 3rd round? He is.
Definitely in the 5th. The 4th, no. The 4th, my guy's the guy I had mocked to the Giants today. That's Donovan Peoples-Jones out of Michigan.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, but in the 5th, if they're going 4th, if he's there, I like Peoples-Jones, and I like Hodgins in the 5th. I wouldn't be upset with Hodgins in the 4th either. I like those two prospects.
Yeah, like I said, I'm a big Gabriel Davis guy myself. I like Gabriel Davis a lot in the 4th. And if it's a 5th, I like Hightower out of Boise State. Those are a couple of receivers I like. But again, I also like Colin Johnson. I've liked him for a while because, again, being a Big 12 guy, I saw him play. Now, one thing I've said about the Big 12 receivers is they play against very weak defenses. Unless you're a super athletic, like just super, gifted like CeeDee Lamb. It don't matter who the hell the corner is. CeeDee Lamb's going to be a stud in the NFL. He's amazing. I think he and Jerry Jeudy have great careers in the NFL. I'd be surprised if either one of those guys are busts. They're just so fundamentally sound. They're both good size guys. They both, they're not overly fast, but they do everything else so well. I love CeeDee Lamb. I love Jerry Jeudy. I think they're both great. Tyler Haynes, thank you for the super chat. Brilly. For 9 and Ngakoue, then Zeitler for a 2nd offensive tackle, center, or free safety. That's interesting. There's Zeitler for a 2nd round offensive tackle, center, or free safety.
I don't want to trade Zeitler. I don't want to trade Zeitler. First of all, I don't even know if Zeitler would command that because he's like 30, 31.
Yeah, he's up there in age.
He's our only reliable offensive lineman right now. You need some experience on that line. Can't do it. We need Zeitler this year, in my opinion.
What was I going to say about I don't know, but I really do think Ngakoue is going to be a Giant. The close. I just have a feeling that that's going to happen.
That's why I did it, man. It's my final, and like I said in the video, I think I'm not going to tell you guys it's even close to 100%. It is. We'll look like geniuses if it happens. It's not like it's near a certainty or if it's even favored. He could go anywhere.
Yep.
I do think it's a higher probability than a shot in the dark. I do think that there's at least a 20-25% chance that Ngakoue could be a Giant on draft night. I do believe that.
Let me ask you this. Do you think that his war of words on Twitter with the owner would, sway the Giants in a different way, or do you think that doesn't matter? Quite frankly, Chris, I would like someone to call out our ownership.
No, that's why I said, that's also what I said in the video, that if the Giants may be swayed away because of that. If they are, then it's not happening. But I don't think the Jaguars trade 9-20. The only way, I think Ngakoue has to be in the trade if the Giants are trading down with the Jaguars. I'll say that definitively. I'd be shocked if the Jaguars make a trade to trade up and Ngakoue is not involved in the trade.
Yeah. And again, guys, 450 in the house still. Thank you so much for being here. By the way, if you happen to be new, smash that thumbs up. We're at 391. Let's get to 400. 9 likes away. I know you guys can do that for us, man. Spike that like. It's free. Costs nothing. Takes 2 seconds. Helps out the stream a ton. If you happen to walk in here and never been to the channel, please subscribe. Ring the bell. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. We will be here live Thursday night for the first round of the Giants draft. Make sure you go into the description. Again, maybe one of my mods can put the entertainer's link in the chat. Sub him up, ring his bell. We'll be live on his channel days 2 and 3 for the draft, and we do this show every week. We alternate channels, and we work together a lot. Thank you all so much for being here. We really do appreciate it. Hot Nichols and Don Paraccio. Brilly, thank you guys for the $2 super chats. Hot Nick says, I think an offensive tackle is a sexy pick. We will appreciate you too. I agree. I don't know if it's sexy, but it
No. You said we all appreciate.
Oh, we all appreciate you too. Maybe I am drunk.
Because we appreciate you.
Yes,
you
we
much.
do. Appreciate you guys very much. And Don Baraccio says, ugly in the front, sexy in the back. I'm guessing he's talking about your hair.
I think so. I think so. He comes into my stream all the time and says that now.
Yeah. I kind of
figured. Of course you get a shout out, Hazelnut. Hazelnut's a great subscriber. Mine says, Chris, can I get a shout out to my buddy, new sub, the legendary BMFP? There you go, Hazelnut.
What did I see Hazelnut say? I forgot. Hazelnut said something in your stream last night that I really agreed with, and of course I don't.
The Big Lebowski he was talking
The Big Lebowski was fantastic. How do you not love
great movie?
Great movie. Moose Kamal, thank you for dropping Up Tainah's link in the chat, man. Really do appreciate that. Yeah, I can't wait for Thursday, man. Thursday is going to be absolutely incredible. We got 438 people in here for this. I can only imagine how great this is going to be. And hopefully we're going to have a massive crowd. We can all join. This is social distancing at its finest.
I got to shout out. I've got to shout out Joey Lutz. Joey Lutz just keeps asking if we're doing rigatoni and if we're having cannolis. Joey Lutz, you're welcome to come anytime you want over to have a cannoli and a rigatoni. You know that better than anybody.
I'd love a cannoli, but I can't have one because, I had a burger yesterday. Now the cannoli is, I'm going to have beer, though, that night. I'm going to have more than one that night. Maybe I might have to get drunk, depending on who we pick. Who knows? Gordon Gecko, thank you so much for the super chat. Brilly, $5 super chat says, some crazy fun scenarios tonight. If we trade back with Atlanta, who and what will we get? And Chris, the only thing exciting about A-Rod buying the Mets is J-Lo.
Well, no, the most exciting thing about him buying the Mets
No Wilpon.
No Wilpon. That's the most exciting. I'm not saying he's going to be a great owner. I have no idea. What was the first part of that super chat?
He says, what if we trade back with Atlanta? What could we get? They'd have to give us a future first rounder.
100%. You need to get their second this year, the 16th overall this year, a future first, and more. Probably like a third or a fourth in this year's draft as well, or a third. You'd have to get multiple picks outside of the first round, the 16th pick, and a future first. You'd have to get a lot, and I still wouldn't want to do it. Because
I agree.
You're not getting a tackle, and you're not getting a big impact player there on defense. Maybe Caleb on Jason, but that's too far back. I don't.
It is. Yeah, I agree. And you don't know what the Falcons are going to do, so you don't know what you're getting next year. That's a problem. Donna Parocchio. Why can't I say that? Periocho. I got it
there
right.
You go. There you go.
Don Periocho. Brilly. O-line means ugly. O-line means ugly, and sexy means Barkley and Jones. Gotcha.
Makes sense. That flew right over our heads. We actually should have known that. What's going on, Jarvis? Thanks for popping in. I'm all about, by the way, Don. You know that. I am all about being as ugly as possible. I want my offensive linemen slobbering all over themselves.
Yeah. But
be as ugly as possible in the front.
I guess I was thinking maybe he was coming with the Stephen Lilley vibe. We miss Stephen Lilley, but he would always come with that and rib us pretty good. Double Z Zion Zenith, thank you so much for the super chat, brother. Brilly, $10 super chat says, my opinion, O-line is a major, huge need, but DJ's mobile can get away with second round. Dave feels good about Will Hernandez going to try it again. Our offense has playmakers. Simmons will demand other teams to plan for. That's one of my big arguments. And I think I mentioned this last week on our show, was that I want a guy on defense that keeps the other guys, offensive coordinator up at night figuring how the hell do we plan for this guy? Where is he going to line up? Will it be an outside linebacker, inside linebacker? Will it be the Mike linebacker, the Will linebacker? Is he going to blitz? Is he going to cover? Is he going to play safety? I want them pulling their hair out so it looks like the top of my head thinking, what the hell do we do with this guy? Where the hell are they going to line him up?
As I've said all along, I see the attraction. I think he makes our defense better, and I'm not going to cry if they get him. But my line of thinking, I'm going to give you my line of thinking. My line of thinking is I don't want our quarterback and offensive coordinator having the same reaction that Baddog just had. Oh, my God, what am I going to do? I can't go to sleep at night. I got Chase Young on the other side. I don't got anybody that can block him. Next week, I got to verse Myles Garrett. The week after that, I got to verse Bosa and D Ford. That's what my line of thinking is. And we got to assure that offensive line, specifically that tackle position.
Makes sense. That makes sense. That's why it's a good argument for both positions.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that. No doubt about that. Looking for, thank you for hitting that thumbs up there, Paul Avino. Appreciate that very much. Who cares about this bum-ass Mets? Who cares about the bum-ass Mets? Sorry, Chris. That's all right, Mikey. See, if you're a Yankee fan, I can get on board. I try to tell Chris all the time, you know, you can become a Yankee fan. I will turn my back. I won't say anything. And, you know, we'll just make him a Yankee fan. He doesn't have to suffer anymore.
Can't do it. I think at this point I actually enjoy the pain. I think I enjoy it. I've come to enjoy it.
Here's a better question. Can A-Rod buy the Knicks? Can A-Rod buy the Knicks?
Might as well at this point. He'd be better than Dolan. Let's go. Do what you got to do, man.
Anybody. Who wants coffee? Yeah, I had 3 cups of it before the stream.
Yeah, I'm all done. You guys know on my streams, my coffee goes cold usually, but tonight I was able to finish the cup, so it went well.
Yankees fans just mad we got the better ace. No, I'm not mad. You can have the better ace. I'll take Garrett Cole and I'll take our offensive lineup and our bullpen, and I'm pretty happy with it, Danny. I'm pretty happy with the Yankees team. Hopefully we get some baseball this year.
And I see somebody. Got him says, who would you rather have, Logan Wilson or Troy Dye? It's a really good question. I like both prospects a lot. I think Troy Dye's a better coverage linebacker. I initially said Troy Dye. I'll say this, though. Logan Wilson is much more likely. The Giants have definitely – I haven't seen them linked to Troy Dye. They've been linked to Logan Wilson. So Logan Wilson, I think, is going to be a Giant, at least 50%. But go
ahead. Cruzon, thank you for the super chat. I love Cruzon. Love him. Brilly's been with me a long time, man. He says there's no argument for an overhyped Simmons, LOL. I love Cruzon. He hated Eli. I'll give Cruzon credit. We got a good sized crowd here. 2 years ago, Cruzon said Lamar Jackson's the best quarterback in that draft class. He called that, and he was 100% correct. I'm going
to give Cruzon more credit. And I know this. He wasn't my first subscriber, but he was one of them. And he liked Daniel Jones before the draft. So I'll give him credit, man. And you know what? He's been right the last 2 drafts. Cruzon wants an offensive tackle more than me. He's the only guy on YouTube that wants an offensive tackle more than me. So maybe we should listen to Cruzon.
Hey, Cruzon at this point, I'm fine with the offensive tackle. I don't even care anymore. I really don't. I prefer Simmons, but you give me Wills or Wirfs, Thomas, I'm fine with it. Lucas Blythe, thank you so much for the super chat. Brilly, my man. A $5 super chat says, with so many teams looking to trade down this year, should we go all in on trades for earlier picks and try to kill this draft? Someone will. I mean, yes, so we definitely got to try to trade down. My dream scenario is trading down to 6 with Los Angeles, then trading 6 to Jacksonville for 9, because Simmons would still be there if that's the route they want to go, and get a bunch of picks.
I really don't. I'm not saying that's a bad strategy. Knowing Dave Gettleman's philosophy, and if you listen to his interview yesterday, and he said it countless other times, he said the reason he's never traded down in the past is because he's scared of missing out on a good player. So knowing he's never traded down, do I think Gettleman's going to trade down twice in the same draft early on? I'd be beyond shocked. I'd probably be more shocked if that happened than if we drafted a guy like Jerry Jeudy with the 4th pick. So maybe it could happen. I'm not saying it's a horrible line of thinking. Don't expect it. Now, could he trade down in the 2nd or the 3rd maybe? But I don't expect him to trade down from 4 to 6 and then trade down from 6 to 9. I don't think that's going to happen.
Would you do it, though? Would you do that? Would you trade and then you get Ngakoue and you get 9 and
if I could orchestrate that, 100%. If I go from 4 to 6, get assets, and then go, yes. But do I think it'll happen? No.
Let's can we get him on? And we'll pass that on. Roldy Lewis, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Brilly, my man. $10 super chat says, again, you can say it's top O-line class, but if we take the wrong tackle, that's not going to be good for this franchise. It's about taking the right tackle. Remember that. No, that's absolutely true. We can't miss with this.
Of course.
Pick.
Oh, Roldy, I'll be the first to tell you. It's the same thing with the quarterback last year with Daniel Jones. They couldn't miss. And it's the same thing this year. And if they feel like, Roldy, if they are not 100% convinced that one of these guys is going to be an effective tackle in this league, a Pro Bowl level tackle, they should not take him. Yep. I think that they think that they're going to be, though. That's what most experts say. Most experts think maybe they'll got the guy wrong, but most of the guys think that this is a strong class. They project them to be strong tackles.
Cruzon 26, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it, brother. Brilly says, thank you guys, my favorite Giants YouTubers. We appreciate that, Cruzon. You know I love you, buddy. You know that, man. Cruzon hated Eli. Cruzon Cruzon was ready to get rid of it. And that was another thing we argued about. In 2016, I'm like, Cruzon, give him a chance. Just give him a chance. Not 2016, I'm sorry, 2018. Just give him a chance. Oh, Baddog, he's done. Boy, was he right. He was right away. Simon Z and Don Periocho. Brilliant, guys. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Simon Z says, Werfs, our guy, mark my words. Our away unis suck. Yeah, I don't like the whites. I want to go back to the old Giants uniforms.
I love the old Giants uniforms. The one you wear with the Seahorn, I love those. Those are great.
Yes. I love that one. I love the Seahorn one anyway because Seahorn was my guy. And Don Periocho says, Alabama old linemen have underachieved in the NFL. This is true. Just like their quarterbacks have underachieved, just like Ohio State quarterbacks have underachieved. And I'm surprised that I actually like Justin Herbert because I don't like Pac-12 quarterbacks whatsoever. I hate USC quarterbacks. There are Pac-12, obviously Aaron Rodgers at a Cal. I mean, he's a big succeed. But I don't like Marcus Mariota. I knew he'd be a flop, and he was. Not that Herbert is Marcus Mariota, but I do think Herbert has a skill set to perform well in the NFL. I guess we'll see, but a lot of people are down on Herbert. Like when I did the video on Herbert going to the Giants, or the Giants scouting him, whatever, guys like, dude, he sucks. He's gonna be terrible. So I don't know.
I honestly don't read, and they said the same thing for me about Herbert. I honestly don't read too much into prior success. I know you do somewhat with the USC quarterbacks. I honestly don't read too much into prior success at colleges. At the end of the day, if you could play, you could play. And if you're going by that logic, then you should take Wirfs. Big Ten historically produces very good offensive linemen. But I don't read into that. If you're a player, you're a player. That's the way I look at it.
I guess to me, it's more of the system that they come from and whether I believe it's going to translate to the NFL, which is why I didn't like Dwayne Haskins because that's an Urban Meyer system. Now, I know Urban Meyer was not the coach the whole year, but that was his system. And again, he played with 7 NFL players on that team.
You could say the same thing about Tua. Tua's got more. He's got the 2 top wide receivers in this draft and the top tackle.
He does, but man, if you watch Tua play, that is talent. That guy is talented. Yeah. That is talented. Yeah, he's got some some serious skill positions. No doubt about that. Yeah, he had some damn good receivers to throw to. He also had Najee Harris, who is going to be he's a dark horse Heisman candidate. I love Najee Harris. I wonder where he'll end up in the draft next year for a team that needs a running back. Najee Harris is nasty. I love that guy, man. Yeah. Danny Alabrandi says Claypool 3rd or 4th round. I don't think he's getting to us in either round. I think he's before 99.
I think he's going in the second.
Yeah.
I really do. I think he's going in the second round.
I saw some mocks had him going to Green Bay at 30.
Yeah, I could see it. I could see him going anywhere from the very back end of the first to the very beginning of the third. I don't think he's getting to 99.
Sports Expert says, thoughts on D3 outside tackle Ben Barch?
I've heard about him. I don't know enough about him. I've seen him in my mock drafts. I don't know enough about him.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, he'd obviously be a later pick. No doubt about that. Derek Brown is in the chat.
Don't say that name.
Sorry. DB is in the chat. He says, cowgirls are, what did he say there? I missed it. Where did it go? Oh, cowgirls are getting wrecked by me. Says,
there you go.
Meet Tarhan, thank you for the super chat, my man. I appreciate it. Brilly, $5 super chat. He says, here is some help for the draft day beer fund. Appreciate that, Meet. Can't wait. Looking forward to seeing you guys react to the craziness. See you guys on Thursday. Another great subscriber, both of ours, Chris. And yeah, Meet, Thursday is going to be awesome.
Can't wait. I cannot wait for Thursday. It can't get here soon enough. And I see Gordon asked the question, any thoughts on Isaiah Wilson? I actually did a video, not on him specifically, but on second-round offensive tackle prospects. I featured him in the video. He's starting to move up mocks. When I did that video, some people have him going in the third. I liked him in the second then. I still like him in the second now. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to tell you, if we go with tackle in the second round, depending on who's there, if Josh Jones is gone, I think he'd be my pick if we were going with a tackle. Yeah. And I think he'd be Gettleman's pick, too. He is big. He's like 350, 355 pounds. He likes the big offensive lineman. I like him as a second-round prospect. I'd rather address the tackle position earlier, but if they don't elect to do that, I would not be upset with him at 36.
Yeah, I know you like him. I know better than Ezra Cleveland. I know that's another name that's come up a lot. And there's a lot of people down on Ezra Cleveland. But what's going on, Joe DeGrazia? Thank you for joining the stream, man. Just give me the 9th and 20th. Let's get Wills and Murray. Flickers Gaming. I'm all for that. I wish we could do that. But the problem with Kenneth Murray is, I love Kenneth Murray, but Blake Martinez is, I don't think he's as athletically gifted. He's not as aggressive, but they're similar. I just don't know how well Murray fits with us. The more I think about it. And I love that guy. I just don't know if he...
You can make an argument that Patrick Queen's a better fit.
Yeah. I just don't know how well he fits. I love Kenneth Murray to death. You guys know that. But I don't know how well he fits here. Yeah. The 420 stream, that was yesterday, Christian Cologne, the 420 stream.
I think what we need more, and I think that's why people like Simmons, and it doesn't even necessarily have to be a linebacker. We need a guy that can cover the middle of the field, whether it's an elite slot corner. That's what we need more so than a guy like Kenneth Murray. Now, it's great to have great side-to-side quickness, like you said, and I won't be upset if they draft Kenneth Murray, because like you said, I think he's a very good prospect. But I think you could get Logan Wilson in the back end of the third, and you're not paying as much. I would, if we're going to draft a linebacker, I want him to be a coverage guy if we're going to draft him early.
Yeah, and that's kind of where I am with that too. And like I said, I love Murray, but we kind of have that We do. This was why I'm so high on Simmons, because it gives us a guy that can cover the middle of the field. Yeah. His closing speed, just everything about Isaiah Simmons is, I love that guy's game. But this is one thing I'll say. So, one thing about the ACC is very, very weak. It's Clemson and it's everybody else. The ACC sucks. Florida State's no good. North Carolina gave them a scare. But, the ACC's a bad conference. But everybody always says, Clemson, they don't play anybody, this and that. It doesn't stop them from winning titles. It doesn't stop them from beating Alabama. It doesn't stop them from, they obviously didn't beat LSU. But they've beaten everybody that they've had to play. They crushed Alabama with Trevor Lawrence as a freshman. So I'm not too concerned about that, because people have said Isaiah Simmons plays against weak teams. But you saw what he did in the LSU game. He was amazing. Yeah, I did a film review on that game. That was the game I did the film review on, the best team in the country. And I'm a guy that's outspoken for the tackle. I'm going to be first tell you, Isaiah Simmons is great. I'm not going to say he's going to be a great NFL player. I don't want to commit that. He's going to be a very good NFL football player no matter what. The guy has talent. You can move the guy around. He's a perfect fit in the modern-day NFL. I'm not worried about it. If I'm drafting him, I think he's going to be a productive player. Independent Outsider, man, thank you for the super chat, brother. $2 super chat. Brilly, what the hell did he do after the draft? Thanks, y'all. Thank you. We talk about the draft for a few weeks, and then by the time we're done talking about the draft, sports begin again. Well, hopefully. But yeah, my plan right now, Independent, is, like Baddog said, recap the draft for like 2 weeks. You're going to go into the roster. Then you're going to have your undrafted free agents. You talk about that. Then I'm going to talk about one thing a lot of my subscribers are asking me to do. I'm going to jump into next year's salary cap. I'm going to look into next year's free agency class, get into some things like that. That'll get me through to like mid-May, late May. And then, like Baddog said, you hope things start to normalize. And if they don't, we go live and we just continue to talk sports and keep our minds off of things. Absolutely. David Bialaglo, thank you for the super chat, brother. Brilly, $5 super chat. He says, how did the Eagles miss out on Gronk? That's a good question, because they're getting everybody, but they already have 2 tight ends there. Do you think Yannick's antics are scaring off trade partners? That was something we addressed earlier in the stream, and Chris mentioned it in his mock draft video. I still think he's going to be a Giant, David. I really do. I really think he's going to be a Giant. Here's what I'll say, David. It definitely could be, and it could be scaring off the Giants, because the Giants are, and I mocked up to the Giants in my mock, so I definitely think it's possible Giants can still get him. But it's a very good point you bring up. One thing I'm going to say it's definitely doing, David, it's lowering his trade market, which is good for the Giants if they want to trade for him. You're getting him on more of a bargain. Yeah. Giant Steps, thank you so much for the super chat. Appreciate it, brother. Brilly, $5 super chat. He says, Wirfs' upside is an all-pro guard. He needs a lot of work on footwork, handling, counters, and stunts to succeed as an NFL outside tackle. It's a very interesting take there. No, a lot of people say that. A lot of people think he's Giant Steps. Here's what I'll say. If the Giants are interested in Wirfs, in my opinion, they think, and this is what Joe Judge is about, he thinks he's a great teacher. He's a great coach. He thinks he's brought in guys that are great teachers. So if they take Wirfs, they are going to sell you on the fact that, yes, based on the tape right now, he played at Iowa, he projects to be a guard unless he can fix a lot of things. We think we can fix those things. We love his upside. We think with the proper teaching, he could be the best tackle in this class. That's the only explanation if they take him at number 4. I'd rather them take somebody more polished like Andrew Thomas and not have to work with him so damn much if you're picking one an offensive tackle that early in the draft.
Yeah.
ENA We Got Time says, hey now, Baddog, Hurricanes in the ACC, Baddog, yeah, the Miami's struggling. Miami struggled. What they lost the bowl game, and I don't remember. It was like the Hairbrush Bowl or whatever they were in this year. Miami's got a lot of work to do. The Hub's in the house. He says, "Hello there, you handsome men." Turning it a little late here. Also, Sexy Dexy is better than Derek Brown. I agree with that. I don't. We can't get rid of no DB in here. No.
What's going on? What's going on, Hub, man? Great guy over there. Love to see him popping in.
So again, guys, ask those questions. Maybe you can go at 11:15 tonight. Extra 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Since it's the night before the show before the draft, we'll go to 11:15. We'll go a little bit later, and then then I just can't wait, man. It's so close right now, man. It's so close.
What do you guys think about Jabril Peppers? Sports expert says I like him. He's got to stay healthy, but Baddog and I talk about him all the time. We think he fits well in this new defense. So I think he could have a really good year.
Ligma, thank you for the super chat. Brilly. $2 super chat. You guys should three-way stream with Flight Reacts. No clue who that is.
He's got me. Ligma just keeps telling me to work with this guy. This guy's a lunatic. I looked up some of his videos. I have no intention to work with Flight Reacts.
Okay, good. Chris already works with one lunatic, and that's me. Two lunatics is a little bit too much to handle for anybody. If anybody could, it's Chris, but, I'm probably worth the price of two lunatics myself. So, he's already got a lunatic. Thoughts on Van Jefferson? A lot of people like Van Jefferson, New York Sports Hub. I'm not the highest on him, but again, wide receivers are the last thing on my mind. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think we're taking him. I think he's going to go before the 4th round, which is when in my opinion, the earliest where the Giants will be taking a wide receiver. And like I said, I prefer Peoples-Jones there. I don't think we're taking him.
My man Benjamin Wynn says 20 minutes and a quick shower. I'm back. That's good, Benjamin, because take care of that business real quick. You got more important things to do. This is all good. And quick, I get it. I understand that. Benjamin Wynn, my man, I still owe you the chair spin, buddy. Don't worry. I have not forgotten about it. The Hub, thank you for the super chat, my man. Brilly says, praying for Young. Give me your wildest draft prediction.
Do you mean wildest as in unrealistic, or do you mean wildest as in realistic? I'll give you my wildest. It would be that. It's not going to happen, but you would need insane trade downs. In terms of wildest that I think is somewhat feasible, it's the mock I did today. I think that if you're going for chalk and you're going for safe, you're going that they stay at 4 and they pick who they pick. But I had them trading down and getting Yannick Ngakoue. I would say that is the wildest realistic scenario.
I agree. I'm feeling the same way as Chris. I think that I feel like the Jags and Giants are getting something done, and Yannick is going to be a Giant. I just have that feeling because at number 9, you're still going to get your tackle. You're going to get your edge rusher in one swoop to give up number 4. We need an edge rusher really bad. Like Chris said, Yannick, however you say. He's 25 years old. We're going to have the cap space to sign him. You got your edge rusher. You got your tackle. You killed 2 birds with one stone. Isaiah Simmons is neither. He is not a pass rusher, nor is he a tackle. So I'm fully on board. If the Giants do that on draft night, I will be very happy. I'll be a very happy bad dog. I'll be a happy dog. I will not be mad dog if we make that move.
I don't know if it's going to happen, but I haven't even heard it really reported. It's just something I thought of. I know you made a video on it. I don't know if it was the exact situation that I said today, but I do think it's possible because I do think the Jaguars are going to be desperate to get rid of this guy. And if the Jaguars are going to make a trade, in my opinion, it's going to involve Yannick Ngakoue. I don't think we're getting 9 and 20.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Jesse Rivera, thank you. A lot of people love this hat. Like every time I wear this hat, like, I love the hat, love this. This actually was my father's hat. God rest his soul. He passed away 5 years ago in July, which is crazy. But yep, this is how I remember Pops, man. This was my dad's hat.
I remember that hat back in the day. I remember that hat.
I've had this hat for a while. So I've had this hat. But people love this hat. I just think it's because a lot of people don't see this around. It's an older hat. I don't even know how old this hat is. God knows how long my dad had this hat. So who knows? It could be 20 years old. I don't remember.
Well, when did they change the logo? Around 2000?
Yeah, I don't remember. He had it for a long time.
Yeah.
DB says, Bad Dog, what will you break first if you see me drafted at 4? I'm not breaking anything. I didn't break anything when Daniel Jones got drafted, but I will not be happy. Let's put it that way.
So Hazelnut says, Chris, Jets go Andrew Thomas or Jared. I honestly think we were talking about locks before. That's another lock I should have said. I honestly think Andrew Thomas is locked into the Cleveland Browns.
I think the same thing.
I don't think Andrew Thomas gets to the Jets. I think the Jets, the question is either Beckham or wide receiver. And I'm leaning wide receiver, but I could definitely see them taking Beckham. That's close. That's like a 50-50 for me.
My man Afghanistan says, was that the 07 hat? I honestly don't know. I don't remember when my dad got this hat. So I honestly don't know.
Well, it's got to be more recent than that because the logo's the NY logo of today, so it's got to be earlier. Yeah, it's got to be like 2000 or later.
Yeah. Do you think the Browns are trading for Trent Williams? No, because we think they're going to draft Andrew Thomas. So if they can get Andrew Thomas, why would they trade for Trent Williams? You don't need to give up anything, and you're going to get a better left tackle and a younger left tackle.
And I don't know where they'd get the cap space. They're paying Jack Conklin an arm and a leg already at the tackle position. It doesn't add up. Yeah. And you're right about that, Blue Jackets. Get the super chat. But I read that as well, that they are interested in potentially trading down and taking Ezra Cleveland.
I know Blue Jackets Talk he's one that's talked about Ezra Cleveland a lot. But Blue Jackets Talk, thank you for the super chat. Brilly, my good man. But yeah, that I know you've brought that up a lot. That they're looking to trade down for Ezra Cleveland, and obviously I'm imagining he's a Browns fan since he's a Columbus Blue Jackets fan, that he would know better than we would. So maybe that is possible. And why not get draft capital if you're Cleveland? I mean, you could add some really good. They should be good this year. I don't see how they're.
They have no excuses not to be.
Yeah.
They have zero excuses not to be good this year. Is sports expert, who is he a fan of?
Sports expert.
He says, according to ESPN, we have a deal with Trent Williams today on the table.
Well, that's crazy. I don't know why they would do that unless they do plan on trading back and not getting Andrew Thomas or Ezra Cleveland, and they just decide to go that way and draft.
He's a Browns fan. Yeah, I thought he was a Browns fan.
Oh, linebacker or something.
That's a lot to be paying two tackles. I'd rather draft a tackle. I'd rather draft Andrew Thomas.
Yeah, me too. Are you anyone going to Goodell's basement? I'm gonna be there, Gordon, and I'm gonna kick him in the nutsack just for everybody in the stream. For the hell of it. Just for the hell of it, I'll kick him right in the bizholes. So, John Schmidt, man, thank you for the super chat, brother. I appreciate it. Brilly, $5 super chat. He says, with the mess with Yannick and the Yannick, Yanni.
Yannick and the Jags.
Whatever, however you say that. Yannick and the Jags. I don't think we would even need to swap firsts to get him. They know they need to trade him and have no leverage.
It's not a bad point you bring up, John, but here's the way I look at it. If they want to go tackle the Giants, you're actually getting more because you'd have to go up 36 if you're not giving up the 4-9 situation. You're going to get the same tackle you would have gotten at 4-9 anyway, and you're getting an additional asset, and you're keeping pick 36.
Yeah.
So if I want to take the tackle, I would rather do the 4-9 swap than surrender 36 rather than just take Wills or Wirfs at 4 that I could have gotten them at 9 anyway, would have kept the 36 pick, and I would have got an additional third. Maybe you get the additional third with the 36, but I think the 4-9 swap, unless you're planning to take Isaiah Simmons, is better because you're still getting that same player you would have gotten at 4.
I completely agree. That's a great point. That is a great point. Can you imagine Yannick and Simmons, though? That'd be pretty good defense there.
Yeah.
The hat's from 2013, Mikey C says. Okay, I didn't know when my dad got the hat, honestly. Do not know. Do not know. What position would Leonard and Yannick play if we got them both? Well, we have Leonard. We talking about Leonard Williams?
It's got to be what you're talking about, yeah.
Well, Yannick would be edge rusher. And Leonard Williams,
Yannick would be on the outside.
Yeah. I see J'ai commandé mauvais feeling. Aha. Raphael Labrick. I've got to be French. I've read a couple of French people. Well, thank you for being here, Raphael. Appreciate that. Don't know what you said, but...
I've seen Jake Taylor write this a million times, so I want to address it. Smoke screen that we haven't interviewed Simmons. I don't know. Take it for what you will. Like I said, I think the Simmons people are looking for any little inkling to show that we're taking Simmons. The evidence to me points to that we're not, but maybe it's a smokescreen. But I just don't see the reason. What I say to that is, why do they need to have a smokescreen? Everybody knows that they could take him at 4. You would think that they would interview the guy. I don't know, though. Maybe it is. Who knows?
Gordon Gecko says, Baddog, can you believe our head coach is younger than us? That's I know, Gordon. Oh, God, we're getting up there, baby. We're getting up there. Danny says, I want you all to go viral on draft night, but there's so many comments you may not be able to read mine. No, I don't. I really don't want to go viral on draft night. I want somebody that I want the Giants to take.
I'm telling you right now, I'm not going viral on draft night. I am not going to have the same reaction I had last year. I might be pissed, but I am not having the same reaction I had last year.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, that reaction was, that's not happening. Well, I never say never. I shouldn't say that. You know me. You never know what you get with me. Josh B, thank you for the super chat, my man. Brilly, brother, $3 super chat says, are you guys placing any bets on the draft? I should do that because that'd be a lot of fun. But I'm not really a betting man. But it would make it interesting, Josh.
I might do it. I don't bet, but I might do it just for something fun on my channel. I might put $50 on who I think they're going to pick before the draft. Maybe. We'll see. Maybe I will do that.
Yeah, I mean, the odds are there. What are the odds on Andrew Thomas? 26 to 1?
It's a lot. It's high. I'll tell you right now.
26 to 1? You throw $50 in that? You make a quick 13 hunch?
Let's take a look. Where is it?
Sean G said, even if we take Herbert, are we not going to we're not going to react like that even if we take Herbert?
Well, Herbert, I'd act that way. We're not taking Herbert, though. All right, so here's the odds. This is updated. Andrew Thomas has come down, actually. Jedrick Wills is basically minus 200. Tristan Wirfs is plus 300. Isaiah Simmons is plus 350. Andrew Thomas is the fourth favorite at plus 700. And DB is plus 1,200. Mekhi Becton is plus 1,400. Okuda's 2,500.
Wow, so Thomas came down a lot.
Yeah, he's fourth. He's still 7-1, but he's fourth.
But he was like 26 to 1 before. Yeah. So he's coming. Obviously, they think the Giants are going lineman. Although Simmons is still plus 350. But is Yana getting dealt during the draft or Thursday morning? Oh, it'd be during the draft. They would announce it during the draft.
Here's the reason why, if they're going to trade him, let's just say the Giants and them have an agreement. It might be contingent on the player that's available at 4. They may want Okuda and not Simmons. And they might say, we're willing to trade with the Giants if Okuda's there, or vice versa. So that may be part of it as well. You got to think, about everything that could be in play.
Right. I completely agreed. I cannot get rid of this person just putting the period there. One of my mods could just knock that person out for me, please. The one that's spamming. I hate this new YouTube studio or YouTube whatever the hell it is for live streaming. So, yeah. Just knock her out.
They got rid of it.
Thank you. Yeah, my thing's delayed, so I don't know what the hell is going on. Thank you, there, my mods. Best mods in the biz. Josh Latore, man, thank you for the super chat, brother. I appreciate it, my man. Really. Draft hype. Simmons, come home. A lot of Isaiah Simmons fan. Josh Latore, another great subscriber, both of ours. But he's an Isaiah Simmons guy.
My God, they're all these foreign language in here.
Yeah. Giant Steps.
I'm helping you out.
I appreciate it. Giant Steps says, according to Walter Football, Simmons hasn't interviewed with anybody publicly, which is true. You haven't heard anybody that has interviewed him at all.
That's a good point. But the Giants are probably just covering all bases. Like I've said in all the videos, I have not said it's necessarily speaking out against Simmons, but they've interviewed Logan Wilson. They've interviewed every linebacker. So, but they might be covering all bases in case they could find a trade partner. That doesn't mean if they're staying at 4 that they won't take Simmons.
Right. Milfman says, even though I hate the Giants, I love watching you two. You guys are the best. We appreciate that, man. We appreciate that very much, especially when somebody hates our team and they still watch us. That means a lot.
Yeah.
That means a lot.
Yeah. You don't need to interview him or... No, you're right, Billy. Yeah, I mean, I suppose I would still think, especially the Giants, the way that they've handled this entire offseason, they literally left no stone unturned. They interviewed like 8 head coaches.
They did.
To me, I would think they'd want to interview the guy. They'd want to get a feel for him if they plan on drafting him. But maybe, like people said, maybe it's a smokescreen. Maybe they have talked to him and it hasn't been official.
Right. RoadDog14, thank you, sir. He says, I subbed to both of you guys. I'm a big Giants fan. We appreciate that, RoadDog. Thank you, man. Thank you for subscribing. And again, we live the entire draft, all 3 days. First night here, second and third day on the Up Tainah channel. And we do this show every week. We alternate channels. So thank you for subbing up both channels. Really appreciate that.
Prediction for who drafts Tua. I'm going to have my mock-up tomorrow, to be honest with you. I haven't thought it through entirely. But I am leaning, and I'm going to see what I come up with, but I am leaning that I do think Tua drops. I don't know where I'm going to have him yet, but if he's going to go early, I think it's Miami. But if he gets by Miami, I could see him dropping, and maybe he goes to the Patriots, like you said earlier. Maybe he goes to, who knows? Who knows? Maybe a team trades up. The Colts maybe trade out. Who knows? There's a lot of ways I could go in my mock draft. I haven't decided yet.
I watch him end up with the Patriots.
Yeah,
watch.
Maybe the Saints move up. They jump the Patriots. They could use a quarterback for the future.
Watch the Patriots, kid.
Yeah.
Storm and Norman, thank you so much for the Super Chat, man. Cardinals fan right there. Brilly, my man. He says, what's up, my two favorite Giants fans? Will the Giants be interested in Christian Kirk of the Cardinals for a second-round pick? That would make us drafting CeeDee Lamb at 8th more understandable. Go Cards. I don't think we're giving up, because we would just draft a wide receiver in the second round of 36. You're going to have T. Higgins there. You're going to have your pick of wide receivers at that point. And, again, I don't want to get a receiver in the second round. So I would rather just not trade for a receiver, keep that second-round pick, and go safety, linebacker, or center with that pick and worry about the wide receiver later. But I would love to see you guys CeeDee Lamb at 8th because, again, my boy Kyler Murray would have D-Hop. He'd be reunited with his man from OU. And Kyler Murray would ball out because, as I said, he's my dark horse for MVP this year. So I'd love you guys to get CeeDee Lamb, honestly. I think it'd be awesome to watch that.
I've seen Brock write this a million times, so and I agree with you. I don't think the Giants would entertain that trade. Brock says Dawkins is better than Palomar. I'll see you guys. Have a good night. He said that for literally the last half hour. So have a good night, Brock. I hate Dawkins. He was a great player. They're completely different types of safeties.
Yeah,
I enjoyed watching Palomar more. Palomar did have injury history. I would agree with you that Dawkins is probably the better player than Palomar.
Yeah, I hated one of my most hated players ever is Brian Dawkins. Couldn't say him, and I love Palomar, but Dawkins was a freaking beast. And if you have a Dawkins on your team, you love that guy. Dawkins reminded me a lot of Steve Atwater. Steve Atwater was one of my favorite safeties ever, but obviously it's not Dawkins that I hated. It was the laundry that he wore. So he played anywhere else outside the NFC East. He probably would have been one of my favorite players, but since he was an Eagle, I could not stand him. Where the chair spins at? Alpha, I'm going to do it the last 5. We're going to go about another 10 minutes. I only have to do it twice, so, we'll I told you, I'll pay them off at the end of the stream. I will pay them off at the end of the stream. So they're coming. They're coming. Yes, House, I shaved this morning, as a matter of fact. So I'll probably got to shave again tomorrow, Chris.
I've seen Gotham ask this a few times. Good night. Have a good night, Darnell. I've seen they asked this a few times. Do you think Bill Belichick could be the next New York Giants general manager? Anything's possible, but I do not think so. I think I think they'll go young, or I think they'll go with a guy like Abrams that's already on the team. I don't think so.
Yep. See, I'm just now seeing Darnell big money's. Good night, guys. 2 more days, baby. Let's go Giants. I'm just seeing it now. So I like I said, I don't like this. When I do the draft, I'm gonna have to have my phone.
Yeah, just have the phone
because this is just delayed the way this is going. I love this setup. The way the new studio streams, I love that you can see everything and you can edit stuff, but the chat delays, and I don't like that.
Where's Tyler Biadasz going? I couldn't tell you. He could be going to the Giants, Danny. Couldn't tell you. I do think he's going to go in the 3rd round, though.
Oh, KP, when I go back to, I'll go back to just not during the show. Any other stream I do it, I'll act out the super stickers as soon as I get them, but because this is a show, I want to talk to Chris. I want to talk about the Giants. I want to answer the questions in the chat, so I can't be spinning around, all the time. But any other stream, draft night, I'll spin around unless the Giants are picking. But, or whatever the super sticker is, absolutely. Just not during the Giants stream. I just pay him off at the end. That's all.
Real New York Giants Mafia says, you guys should be, yes, Thursday we're going to be here. Friday and Saturday we're going to be on my channel.
Yes, absolutely. It'll be absolutely awesome. What would you do if we drafted a wide receiver at 4? Be pretty mad.
Yeah, that's outside of D Brown. That would be, if someone semi-realistic, that would be the worst case scenario. Don't want to take a wide receiver.
Definitely not. Way too early. Ray, appreciate this. Says Baddog, you looking good with a clean shave. Once in a while I would clean it up. Once in a while.
Would you rather have Lucas Jang or I was asked that earlier. I would rather have Isaiah Wilson. Lucas Jang has a higher upside, but I'd rather have Isaiah Wilson.
Yeah, I agree with that. Jeffrey Abbey's in the house. He said, if no Simmons, please get Jeremy Chin. I'm a big fan of Jeremy Chin, Jeffrey. I like Jeremy Chin a lot. So, yeah, if we could get him in the second round, I'm happy with that. If Antoine Winfield's out there, he's my first preference, but I do like Jeremy Chin a lot. Benjamin says, next stream, I guarantee you get trillions of chair spins equivalent to our nation's debt. Well, that would be, I guess that would be a lucrative evening. Michael Sachs Jr., thank you for the super chat. Brilly. $2 super chat says, hot take, Beckham will be a bust. Can't wait for Thursday. I don't know if that's a hot take, but I agree with that, Michael.
Yeah, I agree with Baddog. I don't, I guess it's a semi-hot take. He's projected to be a first half of the first round pick, but I think a lot of people think he could be a bust. To me, he's either going to be great or he's going to be a bust. He is definitely the least safe of the 4 offensive linemen.
Breaker Games, thank you for the super chat, brother. I appreciate it, my man. Brilly, my man. Yo, what is up, my favorite Giants YouTubers? What's going on, man? Just another day in paradise. And again, every time we hear that, we really, really appreciate that so much, man. Because, there's a lot of great Giants YouTube content creators out there. What did I just say? I try to say content creators.
I think you said concrete.
I think I did. Well, I'm thinking about that guy that I got to take care and make those boots.
Gotcha.
But yes, that means a lot to us because there are great Giants content creators on YouTube, absolutely. So we really do appreciate the compliment, man. No interview because Dave already wrote Simmons down like the movie on draft day. That's what I was wondering, Chris. Is it possible that they have already decided they're taking him and there's no reason to interview him? They've already said, we're taking you at 4 and that's it.
It's possible. And maybe they're interviewing the linebackers in case he gets taken at 3. It's possible. I wouldn't rule anything out. I just tell you guys what I think is going to happen. My opinion's no better than anybody else's.
It's just an opinion.
I'm trying to be as unbiased, though. I think some people are definitely biased. Some people think with their hearts, and they're going to say it's Simmons no matter what.
Yep.
And I try to look at it and say, I don't know about that. So, but I'm leaning it's going to be a tackle. Baddog's leaning it's going to be a tackle. But it could be Simmons. Definitely could be Simmons.
Was Rover serious saying Simmons is the best player? I don't know what. You never know a Rover. That was crazy, Benjamin. That night was insane. Alpha Sports, I've seen him say this a few times. Bite your tongue, sir. He said, new photo leaked of Dave Gettleman's draft selection 4, and it's DB. Bite your tongue.
Yeah, bite your tongue is right.
Bite your tongue, sir. Tomorrow, Chris Tops, I'll be on Fisk Vegas' channel probably about 7 o'clock or so, and I'm going to have to take Chris's side of this. If Fisk tells me he wants a wide receiver at 4, I'm going to have to tell him that's just ludicrous, man. Ludicrous. Chronic Cowboy, thank you for the super chat, brother. Brilly, my man. What will your reaction be if the Giants draft Brown? It will not be a happy one. It won't be as crazy as last year's, but it will be worth watching. So tune in.
They better not take Brown, Chronic Cowboy. That's for sure.
Hot take. Everybody but Wills, Okudah, Simmons, Young, Burrow is a bust in the top 10. That's a hot take.
Wills, okay, so you're saying no quarterbacks are going to play well. No, he said Burrow. So he thinks Tua, did he say Herbert? He thinks Tua and Herbert will be busts.
Andrew Thomas.
He thinks Andrew Thomas will be a bust.
Yep.
He thinks Tristan Wirfs will be a bust.
Yep. Yeah.
I don't think Andrew Thomas will be a bust. I think he's pretty safe. He might not be elite, but I don't think he'll be a bust.
Zippy NCS. Both of you guys want Jedrick Wills. Yes, that's our preferred tackle in this draft.
Yeah, I'm leaning Wills right now. I'd be happy with the 3 that we talked about, but I'm leaning Wills as my favorite.
Mr. A. Lewis Sr., you're the man, brother. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it, brother. Brilly, $25 super chat says, what up, Bad Dog? What's up, Chris? No more games, and man, do I miss your play-by-play and hearing this. He puts it in with the kiss. But don't worry, guys. All's not down the drainer. We will have a drizzle or dizzle in the entertainer.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, he always comes up with the creative super chats. Trust me, Mr. A. Lewis Sr., Bad Dog misses. Boom! Shakalaka. Up and in with the kiss. I miss him so so much.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. I like. He should be a rapper. I like.
Oh my God, some of the things he comes up with in the he would come up with song lyrics that are hilarious. Row, row, row your boat. London Bridge is falling down. All that. It's unbelievable, man. Peter Biscardi, thank you for the super chat. Brilliant $2 super chat. He says we didn't draft DB to trade him. Yes, we did not. Well, we got a couple minutes left, so let me pay off these chair spins to the two guys that Richie Rich and Benjamin Wynn that sent me the $2.
I think Wynn sent you both. I think
Richie Rich sent me one too.
Oh, maybe
I think it was one of each. So here you go, guys. 2 chair spins for the $10 super stickers. Whee! Oh yeah, guys. Baddog's a lunatic. Whee! Oh, gorgeous night out tonight.
Gorgeous night.
Whee!
Gorgeous night.
It did clear up a lot. So there you go. I paid those off.
There you
always
go.
pay off my debts.
Pay the debts.
Always pay off my debts.
There's the chair spins. And he's got to get wheels. We know.
I do. Yes, I really got to look for a damn chair. I really do. Maybe this weekend I will at some point get around to doing that. But it is 11:15, so we're going to wrap it up. Just want to say again, guys and girls, thank you so much. We had almost 500 people in here at one point. Got 450 likes. One last time, smash that thumbs up button if you have not. Please subscribe to this channel. If you're not subscribed, ring the bell. We'll be live on this channel Thursday night, 7 o'clock, an hour before the draft. We'll stream the first night over here. Go into the description. Make sure you click on the link to the Entertainment Talkin' Sports. It's the first thing in my description. Click on that. Maybe one of my mods can throw his channel in the chat again. Sub him up. We do this show every week. We alternate channels, and we will have days 2 and 3 of the draft on the Entertainers channel. So you definitely want to sub up, both of us. And again, thank you all so much for the support and on these live streams and videos. You guys have been absolutely phenomenal during this stretch of no sports. The support has been overwhelming. We love you guys and girls to death. Can't say that enough. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Love you guys and girls. Just absolutely. You mean so much to us.
Absolutely, man. And Real New York Giants Mafia, I thought you were subbing me since I've been on YouTube, but I appreciate that. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. And I share Baddog sentiments. I mean, I say it every time, whether I'm ending this show, whether I'm ending my shows. You guys are the biggest, you give me the most incentive to really put, work as hard as I do on YouTube. And especially with this, the way it is right now. And Baddog and me, we're going to work as hard as we can to keep giving you sports content, whether it's talking about the Giants, whether it's going live, talking about old memories, talking about the Giants, whatever you guys want to talk about. Yep. After the draft, I'm going to continue my Giants coverage as much as I can. And hopefully we get sports sooner than later as we try to get over what's going on in the world right now. But thank you guys for always blowing the show up, blowing our channels up, watching our videos. It means more to us than you think. So thank you guys.
Yep. Thank you. And Joseph Clark, man, thank you again for the super chat, brother. Brilly. $2 super chat. He says, on the Simmons train, let's get that defensive playmaker. I'm also aboard that train myself. And I know a lot of Giants fans are as well. But hey, we go tackle. I can live with it too. But again, guys and girls, thank you so much. I know Entertainer is streaming tomorrow. What time are you going live tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll be, probably the same, like 9 o'clock, and then probably like 9 to midnight, and then I'll be live the day before the draft. You guys want to come over to the pregame? We get amped up, then we head over to Baddog. I send everybody over to Baddogs, and then we'll be over there at like 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
Or 6 o'clock. 7 o'clock, yeah.
Yep, 7 o'clock, an hour before the draft. And if you guys get a chance, want to come over to hear me tell Fisk Vegas, I love Fisk Vegas. Love the guy. But if he wants a wide receiver at 4, I'm going to have to let him know that's not what we're doing. He'll be live at 7, so we'll probably be finishing up just about the time Chris starts. So you get a doubleheader of Fisk and myself and then the Entertainer. And again, guys and girls, thank you all so much. And, hopefully we see you all on Thursday as we get ready for the NFL draft. Thank you, guys and girls. Have a great night. For the Entertainer Talkin' Sports, it's the Bad Diggity Dizzle, and we are gone. Peace!
All right, let me
I don't know if I ended this thing because